Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Cursed Ones, where I'm oddly terrifying today for some reason. I have a stare. But hi, welcome to the Cursed Ones, where we are cursed and we play Dungeons and Dragons every single week, almost every single week. Sometimes we skip weeks, but weeks. Welcome to session 105, everyone, where we're down a couple of people. We are unfortunately maidenless today. And chaos is about to happen. I haven't thought of a question of the day, once again. Back again once again. God, I think I've asked, like, what's your favorite Pokemon before, so I feel like we shouldn't retread territory there.
Oh, have you? I don't remember.
I do not have an answer as a warden.
You are lying to me, Snorbo9. I've asked you for your top 3 favorite Pokemon, and you literally said Mew, Glameow, and Squirtle, so go fuck yourself.
You're right, but also, those are, like, very stock answers for me.
Okay.
Where else would you be keeping the answers? I don't know, man.
Squirtle was Phil.
What should be the question of the day? What's yeah?
Least favorite Pokemon.
Least favorite Pokemon.
So rude.
What Pokemon do you fucking hate more than anything?
I mean, I have an answer because of the damn anime making the worst Pokemon ever.
I'm trying to think. We could do that. Or we could do
your
like,
favorite song would be also one.
What's your favorite song right now?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do favorite song, and then maybe another day we can just bully the shit out of Pokemon. Because I also have an answer. Hate that fucker. My god. Bad. Floss is on the infected. I am not gonna floss. Who are you? And what's your favorite song right now?
I think I'm gonna hold it in Jirax. Let me just get my dice and let me just get my eggs in a row before I hold them. Because we didn't get a good old fashioned floss.
I'm not flossing, and you cannot blackmail me in any way.
You're right, but I can torture people. Anyway, my name.
What the heck?
I am Egabuha, aka Matthew, whatever you want to call me. I don't really care. My favorite song at the moment is oddly generic for me. I've been really enjoying Before the Story from from Deltarune, but I know it more from
Generic. No. Very valid choice. Honestly, any Deltarune song is a really good pick.
Yeah.
With on my PlayStation 4, I own the Undertale theme. Which this came out before, like way before Deltarune, and that had Before the Story, and that's how come I like that song so much.
Valid, absolutely valid pick. Valid. All right. You know what? Hi, it's me. I am Worm. I'm Dean, also. And I control all of the other things in this world. I play all the NPCs, all the enemies, everything else. I am in control of this shit show. My favorite song at the moment, rough one. I think the one I've been listening to the most is Under My Skin. That one's a really good one. Kind of spooky. Kind of
It's a good one.
It is a good one. As for other favorites, I mean, I always give Head Over Heels my thumbs up because that is my favorite song of all time, thanks to my mom. But like right now, I've been listening mostly to that song. Yay! All right, Snorpo9, who are you? What's your favorite song at the moment?
Hi, I'm Snorpo9. I play Unknown, also known as Own, and I am gonna go with Roar of Deity, Deity's boss theme from Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. Very good version of it. Very good version of it.
It's a good song. I listened to it because someone was belling, and I was like, damn, this goes fucking hard.
It does. It's very good.
Fuck, speaking of quickly speaking of gaming songs that go hard as hell, can we talk about Yes, this is totally not me revealing that I've gotten brain rot for the fucking Subway bosses, but
Let's go.
their Masters EX song is so,
It's so
off the
hard.
shits.
Okay, look. The Master EX songs, they go hard for no reason. DNA goes so hard. Like, oh my god,
They
Wally's
do.
theme is so good. Like,
I have no idea what
What does that have to do with the sandwiches?
Thank you, Cece.
Thank you for
You're
that.
welcome.
Mo, thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much for that.
Spectate these nuts. Who are you? What's your favorite song of the moment?
Hi, I'm Cece. I play Charpay, and to answer this question, I'm looking at just like my on repeat playlist right now on Spotify.
Same.
And it's really fucked up. My top 3 songs right now apparently are Autism by Cupcake, Union Dixie by Tennessee Ernie Ford, and Staticum by Chelsea Wolfe.
Very valid picks,
It's not good over here.
but very valid still. Short King Mama A, who are you? What are your favorite songs at the moment?
What's my name Young Guardians?
Yo.
I'll play Triao. Okay, so I'm also looking at on repeat that it shows me. Yep, that's a word. That's a sentence. Thank you. It says my number 1 is There's a Place by Redbox. Number 2 is Red Moon by Willwood and the Tapeworms. And number 3 is Private Life by Oingo Boingo.
Oinga boinga. If we are talking about on repeat, my mom shares my Spotify account with me, and I haven't been listening to this song so much, which means that somehow my mom on her own got Wolf in Sheep's Clothing by Set It Off to the top of our Spotify on repeat.
Good for her.
Which, absolutely good for her.
I didn't even think to look at my Spotify on repeat.
Yeah.
My top 3 is Before the Story is number 1. Mother by Porter Robinson is number 2. And that's because of Hells of the Past reasons. Then Magical Planet Popstar from Kirby Planet Robot.
A very valid pick.
albeit there is another song that I did not name that I've probably listened to more, but it's mainly because it has a wonky title, aka no specific title.
Valid. All right, let's get to the recap. Last session, where we started off, an outbreak had occurred. You guys were within Transmuter's thoroughfare as these strange undead creatures started to close in on you. While they are akin to zombies, they're more so people who are infested. They're hosts of a strange worm-like parasite that you had all also been infected with. And after struggling to find a way out of the situation, you were at least given a little bit of leeway for more time to think by Ryder, who came crashing in on a horrible, wretched beast. Alongside Madison from Madison's Menagerie. Or, is it Mabel? Why am I forgetting Madison? Mabel?
I think it was Madison.
Madison!
I think it was Madison as well.
It's
Yeah,
Madison.
there's another character named... Oh, I'm thinking of an ASMR video. With
That's
Mabel's
alright.
Yeah. So, accompanied by those people and the lovely Walter, you guys managed to make your way out of Transmuter's thoroughfare as you started to make your way from one side of the city to the other on your way to Necromancer's Artery to reunite with Cirrus. Along the way, shenanigans were had. Owen bowling balled into a bunch of people and squished the hell out of them with help from Lily. And eventually, as you guys got out of Transmuters, you went through Abjur's, which was also completely overrun. There was a building on fire in the distance where you rescued the worker at Cartmart and managed to save her from a burning building. To which you guys realized, we gotta get this person to a safe place soon. They're burnt to shit and things are bad. And, you passed by the Temple of Solaris and such, where Effie was fighting people off, and eventually made it to Contour's Promenade, which was overgrown by weird metallic plants. A lot of chaos happened. People got consumed, Ryder ate shit on the ground multiple times, and eventually, Owen, Thrux, and Ryder got sucked into a plant. And while Owen teleported swiftly out with Thrux, Ryder was unfortunately stuck in where he and Walter got injected with a lot of the worms. And the party did all they could, rolling frantically to try and get them out of both Walter and Ryder. Unfortunately, it left Ryder being severely infected, worse than the rest of everyone, with holes starting to grow in his arms, like fucked up trypophobia shit. And from there, you made it to Divinitor's Boardwalk, Why am I forgetting my own names? You made your way to Divinitor's Boardwalk and out of the promenade, to which you were promptly spotted by Jirax, who is also a bit fucked up at the moment. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out as we begin this session of the Cursed Ones. Scary as shit, I know. It's amazing. So much fanfare. I love it. Let's go.
My cat is screaming outside my door.
No! Is that Bean or Fizzle?
Bean, I think he wants in. I'm gonna let him in real fast.
Oh.
This is my cat list. Not yours.
I see in my head
Can't share cats.
in my head I fuse them together and I just call them Fizzle Bean in my head, both of the cats.
This
Well,
on my bed like the little angel she is.
Well,
Good for her. I just have
All right.
one single shit man named Hammy, okay? And he's horrible. The worst. I
one.
love him. Though soon we might have another puppy coming in, but
Real?
yeah, real.
Another one?
Not gonna be ours. We're holding it for someone else.
Oh, I see.
But there might be another puppy on stream soon.
Oh, baby. Oh,
All right.
God, forever.
No. All right. Are we ready to jump into the session?
I
Yes,
am.
sir.
Ooh. Allow me to start up the ambiance for the stream as we settle in to episode 105 of the Cursed Ones. The tides are one of the most reliable phenomena in the world. As night falls, the torrential currents splash higher than in the day. They tug and reach through the moonlight. Hail pitter-patters against the ground with rolling thunder rumbling over the horizon. These are all explainable phenomena. Raindrops are carried by updrafts and collapse to the ground as frozen teardrops. These things make sense. They're concrete, objective. But from there, things grow further subjective. Divinitor's Boardwalk stays lit by floating lanterns within the sky. But they're kind of these cube-shaped lanterns made from fine Iroko, though they've fallen to the ground with hail building up and tearing through the splits in their grain. Or is it truly the hail wriggling inside their decrepit, glowing corpses? Is the feeling of pellets against the back of your neck truly those of frozen teardrops? Is the thing in front of you actually Jirax? Death is supposed to be concrete, but life is arguably more subjective. The four eyes of Jirax, they're the eyes of a corpse, blank like a machine's and dotted in take noir. There's no veins behind them, only the slightest hint of something metallic. They're smooth and white and perfect, glazed in fresh gloss despite the eyelids refusing to blink. They move as if on a pre-programmed path, scanning towards you all, locking in place when the executed command has finished its order to locate. And then a shriek. The shrill ringing like a microphone feedback and vocal cords strung from metal strings that line guitars. It rings a call, an order rippling through the others, all with those stiff eyes, bodies posed in weight, moving according to function and not the whims of personality, perception, or consciousness. The zombies flooding the streets turn to you all. And there's a new command, one that rings through even your heads. It brings with it a realization through your guys' systems. To roll for initiative. Let's get this started.
Oh, that fell. Can I stop having it fall off my
We
desk?
have a battle
and
map
that's
for
all.
this.
I'm gonna call
That's
that
unfortunate.
scuffed as scuffed.
We do have a battle map for the session.
Oh yay! My non-scuffed roll is, literally just like one above my scuffed
gonna
roll,
zoom
so I don't
in.
even see the point.
Get to the area of combat. Excellent. And activate the grid. Let's go. All right. That's
Hey,
what
Snarp! Do me a favor and roll against
Oh.
me.
Okay.
All right. And can I get a DM's pet? I want
I
to
can
be
do it.
DM's pet. Excellent.
I could.
Uh,
Okay.
all right. Luckily, I'm rolling low on Init.
I find it really funny that my 7 wasn't like the worst roll, because that was a terrible roll to be honest.
Roll against me, Eon.
Yes. Hashtag yes.
Okay, got a
That's
9.
Oh,
15.
oh dear God, zombies.
Plants versus zombies.
What? Well, I'm not a plant. I'm a methane.
True.
All right.
If I get this Oklahoman ad one more time, I'm gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, and if I could get that that against roll real
15.
fast.
15
Terrible.
again.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Once we get initiative calculated, we'll begin things up here real quick. But to set the atmosphere, and just generally to show off the battle map, you guys have just come down the stairs into Divinitor's Boardwalk, which the streets are lined with this blue glass. Everything in silhouette that you can see are buildings that are currently mostly locked down and closed. There are streetlights here and there. Basically, if you ask for something that would reasonably be along a street line, you can tell me. You're rather close to the coast. Close as in hundreds of feet away, but still, if I zoom out, you can see that there is a coastline rather close to here, considering that this is a boardwalk. It is the coast, not to an ocean, but to a lake. Your path is currently blocked by Jirax, and the 2 gray squiggles are both zombies. And that's about what you guys are looking at. There is this rolling gray fog over the scenery, though it doesn't do anything to hinder your guys' seeing or movement. Other than that, things are pretty standard as the eye of Jirax locks on you all. And, assuming things are sorted out in a moment, we will begin initiative. Actually, who is first in initiative? Oh, Triao! Excellent! Triao, you are first in initiative.
Why?
Seeing as the eye locks with you and the shambling creatures start to come out from both alleyways and little divots behind buildings and start shambling towards you with these slow, jerky steps.
Okay. Making a picture in my mind of how it looks in his eyes. Okay.
Translate, enhance, focus.
Okay, I'm gonna assume they're facing east at the moment, but everything looks south to me. Okay. Okay.
Valid.
Vertically, I want to go to that one alleyway that has nobody going through it right now. That is going like southeast down.
Oh god, okay,
If
so
that
down.
makes sense?
Yes.
Down.
I think I see where you want to go. I'll put a little mark on the screen on like where I think you're talking about. It should show up like yeah, there it is. It'll show up in a second. I'm assuming that you want to go down on top of like this little darker blue glass orb.
The left side of it.
Okay.
The other alley.
Yes. Okay, excellent. So you want to start booking it there?
Yes, because I think it would be good to like run about, even though it's a very tight spot in the other side, but you know.
Excellent. All right, so you start making haste. Seeing as they start to round the corner, you decide to just like scan the area rather quickly. It's a bit dark, but soon you clock a tunnel that you don't seem to see any shambling movement from. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You have 40, right?
Yes.
All right, so without hesitation, you run down the alleyway, catching the glimpse of one of the 2 zombies, the one that is upmost to the other. As it does clock your position going down, Jirax scans you but loses sight of you after the building comes in front of you as you start to skid down the alleyway. It's rather damp and moist down there. Fun.
Ew.
All right. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah. I think I'll just get my Wastelander ready in case somebody comes near me.
You want to prepare an action?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, immediately clocking your path, you see that creature behind you. It's actually a Tabaxi, and it looks mostly human, is one of the most problematic parts of it. Humanoid, rather. And it's kind of just like looks at you with this expression of want. It wants something from you, and is going to start trailing after you, sensing your movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20. It has a very slow pace. But you see as it starts to kind of like get in front of a bit of the light, blocks you off slightly from your party, and is going to like cock its neck to the side a little bit in like this movement that it implies a lot of heftiness that struggles to keep its neck up. Like it is actively like slack most of the time, but it cracks upwards, and from its mouth, which like kind of just like creaks open with like this it almost sounds like rusty hinges opening and screeching, and it is going to send a bunch of worms at you, my friend.
Oh, yummy worm. Yummy worm.
Worms. It is going to send.
I can't believe there's worms in the zombie.
You have to make a dexterity saving throw, as they just like
saving?
out from the jaw, and start to like.
Thank God. Okay. What's my dexterity, bestie? Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, excellent. So as one starts to come towards you, you raise your foot and you violently stomp it onto the ground. It cracks out a little bit over the glass around you, assuming that you're on glass right now. You're not, actually, though it's still enough to kind of rupture a little bit of the cobble in front of you as the worm just breaks. And the Tabaxi in front of you just like... and tries to continue its chase on you at this point. Excellent. That's going to bring us to Zombie 1, who is not located Triao at the moment and has clocked the rest of you all, and is going to... Actually, I don't think that any of you guys are in sightline of it yet. So it starts to... As you see the one zombie in your guys' sightline chase after Triao, another one immediately emerges after. 5, 10, 15, 20, starts approaching you all, and is going to unleash... 3 worms. So, all of you, make me a dexterity saving throw. That is Charpay own Thrux.
Yeah, I was worried about my rolls being bad right out the gate.
That's what you said?
Yes. This one is a half-orc, and you can see its tusk is kind of cracked down the middle, one of its tusks, and it is from that the worm just, like, pulses and comes out from the broken tooth.
Hold on, guys, wait a minute. All my rolls so far in the camp or in the session has been a 5, and that's how I ended last session. What is with me in 5s right now? I am miserable.
No,
I'm sorry.
Miserable, man.
Yeah, one of them squidges out from inside its tooth and like crawls out from inside of it. Blood starts to gush and pour as it wriggles the tooth out. The others come from these large holes within its arms and start to squiggle out and then slap to the ground, causing a little bit of a metallic bump against it, and they just start... Charpay and Thrux, in perfect synchronicity, you both stomp on the worm's own. You lose track of yours in a shadow, and soon it starts scurrying up your systems. And you are going to take 1 piercing damage.
Cool.
All right. That
I
is
am
going
desperate
to be...
for these 5s to end. I am so desperate for these 5s to end.
All right, that is going to be Zombie 2's turn, which will bring us to Charpay with good old Thrux on deck.
Ah, fuck, what do I even want to do? I mean, could you bring the map back up, please?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay, I think my stream is very behind, but I'm
Valid.
scared. Yeah,
I'm concerned about this worm now.
From your description of Jirax, I'm assuming that motherfucker is super fucked and neon saving.
Currently, he is very pale. There is like the one eye in like the middle of his body is entirely white, with veins replaced with the wriggling, kind of like. There's worms. There's worms in the eye. If you've seen videos of like people with eye worms, it looks exactly like that, but imagine they're metal. And beyond that, one of his eye stalks is completely limp, falling down, secreting this ooze on the ground that follows him. It looks and smells of brain matter.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, because the first thing that goes through Charpay's head is probably like the herbal medicine, thinking like if there's any way to fucking cure him so that he won't kill us. But no, fuck this guy.
Fuck this man. He insulted us in court.
Yeah. Yeah, and probably what she'll do is that I'll say that she goes into the alley following Triao, and she will try to swipe at, I think that's Zombie 1.
And yes.
Who's closer to Triao?
Yes. Or that's Zombie 2.
Oh, Zombie 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you want to get within 5 feet to swipe at it?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Roll to hit.
All right. Let me see. That's a 12. I don't know if that hit.
That's a 12. Does not hit, unfortunately.
That's
What are you slashing with, if you don't mind me asking?
The scythes.
Okay, you take your scythes, do a quick spin, and attempt to catch it in probably the collarbone area, but it rips through a bit of the flesh, tears down, catches on pure solid metal.
Ooh.
And it immediately the flesh just like it knits together in front of your eyes in what looks like a spool of metal string, and the tabaxi just at you.
I've got more attacks, but
Do it again.
I'll give it a shot. I'll hope. Okay, there we go. That's a 22. I hope that
22.
hits.
Yes, it does. This time you take your scythe, spin it around, catch it in the side, a place that the skin is like, or the shirt that they were wearing is partially torn from. You can see that it's open and that there is a massive hole inside of it. You swing right inside, which is for...
Let's see. 8 damage.
8 damage. Excellent. So you swing it in, and as you like pull out the scythe, this metallic ooze is going to drip off of it as the splattered guts of one of the worms just like starts dripping onto the ground. You have taken out a bit of the worm and caused a rather large gash up their side.
Well, I guess if it worked that time, I do have one more attack. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Go wild.
Oh, that's a 13. I don't believe that'll do it.
Yeah. It will not, unfortunately.
That's all right.
It just barely clinks off some metal that you did not expect to be there. It's like around a rib cage that you bump off of.
Okay. Well, I tried my best. And I guess bonus action with the glamour point, I'll disengage because it's gonna fucking opportunity attack me if I don't.
Okay. Yes. And do you want to use the rest of your movement to get with Triao?
Yes.
Okay. So do. All right. You and Triao are both behind this wooden building. You managed to just like quickly, in kind of this burst of fey-like glitter, rush past the zombie without it like managing to strike out at you at the right time. It flails forward and jerks a little bit, but it's too hefty and slow to get past you. It's almost like you leave a little bit of a blinking double behind you as you leap forward. Slide next to Triao.
God, right. She's probably like continuing to run like probably with Triao, and that's all just like, I fucking hate it here.
Excellent. Okay, so let's bring us to... Apologies. That is going to bring us to Thrux.
Yeah. Okay. So...
Battle map is up.
Bear with me. The battle map is a little bit overwhelming for me. So,
I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to, I don't think there's anyone in in 5 feet of Zombie 2. Or whatever one it is.
No.
No. So, can't sneak attack at this point. But I will come up. I try to attack it.
Okay. 5, 15, 5:30. All right, you can get next to it and do an attack with your.
Well, my cutlass.
Excellent.
Okay, that is gonna be. That is going to be. I feel like that's gonna be 18 plus something. Yeah. So let me see.
18 plus something will hit. AC is 14 for these creatures.
Okay. And so with my cutlass, that is just gonna be. I think it's marked as like.
Okay.
A single D8, right?
Yes.
Not D8, D6, right?
Yeah. For cutlasses, yeah.
It's a D8, yeah. And it is going to be. That's gonna be 9.
Okay, rushing past it, you take your cutlass out and do a very hefty slice against the side once again. Its arm is like partially in the way. You manage to slice through it. Like, it catches once again on the metal bone, but you kind of like, the slice goes around it and then kind of partially down the middle of the chest as you start rushing past. But as it splits open, it just like reveals these innards, which are shining.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action disengage and kind of group down with everyone who's running past.
Okay, and once again, in a rush of speed, before it can even react, you get next to the group and continue running with them.
Thrux goes, what the fuck?
Cool, I'm all on my own.
Get out of there.
All right,
Get out of there.
Own on your own, it takes an action of a medicine check to remove the worm.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do nonetheless. All right, let's roll. Oh my god. My rolls are like legitimately murdering me whenever I need to do a good roll.
It's not a 5.
No, that's a 6. With my modifier of, I believe, plus... Oh, I am proficient in medicine, so hold on. So that would be 7 plus 5, 12.
DC's 15 for the medicine check.
I'm
And
so frustrated.
that is your first medicine check failed. It burrows deeper into your wires and starts to slip between two of them and nestles its way into one of the wires, almost like a blood clot in a blood vessel. That is your action. That is an action. So what else would you like to do?
Yeah, I guess we'll move closer to the rest of the group.
Okay. You're looking to avoid
Hi,
zombie
get out of
two.
here.
Yeah, I am.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, you're slightly trailing behind them, managed to avoid the grasp of Zombie 2, the Tabaxi, and are just slightly behind the rest of the party as they're all booking it. Which brings us to Jirax, who their eyes scan as you guys go out of its sight, and you guys hear this like rupturing, piercing metallic noise that rings out once again as it is going to start floating down out of your view. You guys do not know where the hell it's going. Where are you, Jirax? There you are. All right, it's going to start floating around the other side, and is going to hold an action for the time being. Actually, it is going to activate grasping appendages as from the walls next to you guys, the walls start to, like, from within the cracks of the boards making up their walls, they start to depress and creak open as these appendages start to reach out, made from dripping metal worms. And those are now on the battlefield, lining this entire alleyway that you guys are going down.
Okay.
First of initiative is Triao. And you're going to have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, hashtag slay. Okay. That's a 7.
Oh, as these worm-covered arms reach out, like, towards you, they snake a little bit past you, Thrux, and one of them is going to grab you by the neck from the back, the other one grabs you kind of around the waist, and it is going to slam you back against the wooden wall as these worms just start to, like, wrap around parts of you and are looking for places to embed themselves, but you are grappled against the wall.
Sag.
You can make an athletics check to get out.
Well, okay.
That will take the rest of your action.
Okay, let me think of which one. Let me think of either athletics or just fucking do a rage and hurt my friend's butt. if we do a firestorm, maybe smiley face.
The classic hurt my friend's butt moment.
That's alright.
See when
I can take
doing a
it,
creature, you see.
I can take
Thanks.
it. Thrux,
It might
wanna
also
see things?
harm,
Oh,
I don't know,
sorry.
all the fucking worms, so.
Yeah, you know what? I'll activate a rage, but it's gonna be the newer one, which is Furious Storm, and I think I would like to do the Blazing Rebuke one.
Woohoo! So, right as you slam against this wall, you open your eyes and they, like, alight in this flaming fury as around you in a circle, this torrent of flames starts to rise up from the ground. What does that do, if you would like to tell me?
I'm not sure if this would work out because I'm not even sure if I can see the worms. But when a creature you can see attacks one of you or one of your allies in your aura, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. So it's basically mainly attack.
Okay.
I probably should have used the other ones, but whatever.
That's okay. So yeah, everyone feels this like rippling heat throughout the air. It reminds you guys of like being in a steam factory or a fucking oven at this point. And it visibly displeases the Tabaxi from afar, who just and I'll say that the worms immediately like and descend back into the wall. The ones grappling you, they singe from the touch of your own flesh, or your scales, and rescind back into the wall and leave you be.
I just realized Triao has been a lizard for fucking forever. It's been like 3 days, but it's been like 7 sessions.
That's true. I promise it's almost midnight. Just not so
almost here.
Alright, is there anything else you want to do? You are free, so you can move at this point.
Okay.
Me too.
How big is the building?
This building that's here? 5,
yes.
15. 5, about 30 feet along the side.
Okay. Because I'm thinking of probably climbing it because being on the ground with you guys sucks. Yes.
Up is about 50 feet.
No, 50.
That's a tall motherfucking building.
It's activating my wings in action.
It is. You'd have to roll strength to fly because you are currently very heavy.
Oh yeah. We can take the risk, fellas.
All right. You throw over the dragon cloak and your wings extend from your back. They extend in a bit of a burst of flame, and you're gonna head towards the wall. All right. Would you like to scale it or fly up?
Yes.
All right. Roll me athletics.
Athletics. Oh yeah. Okay, where's those? Surely okay, thank God I'm proficient in it. I was like, bestie, that roll would sucked. Okay, let me just add it up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank God. It went from a 6 to a 19.
Woo! Wow! Holy shit. You are proficient.
Athletic.
Okay. There's a bit of struggle first getting yourself off the ground, but once you do, the sheer power of the muscular draconic wings, which dragons are built to lift heavy shit. They move fucking mountains. So they are able to lift your puny but very currently heavy, dense form up into the air. With a little bit of struggle, you're kind of like a little bit against the wall, having to bounce off it a little bit or like catch your claws and stuff to push yourself up more. Your flight speed is 30, right? Or 60?
Flight speed is 80 with wings.
80, okay. Are you getting on top of the building?
Yeah.
Okay. And you manage to crawl up over the side. The second that you land on the building, it's almost like a sudden release feeling. The only thing I can hearken it to is like taking off your bra after a long day and releasing the girls. But just this feeling of like weight being lifted, really. And a bit of the ceiling just like depresses underneath your feet. All right. That is going to be Triao's turn, I'm assuming. Which is going to bring us to our beloved Zombie 2. I accidentally went to the intermission slide for a second, so apologies for that. Zombie 2 is going to... That's Zombie 1! That's the wrong Zomb. It is going to 5, 10, up to kind of a Triao and Charpay's area, where the walls are grasping with these worm-like appendages. And it is going to... What is it going to do here? First of all, actually, as it is shambling up to you, it's taken a fair bit of damage in the previous turn. You see, as from both the hole ripped in the side and down the arms, as, once again, these metallic fibers just, like, string and stitch it together. They're a bit rusted, but it almost entirely heals.
Great.
Yeah. And they start shambling towards you and such. Every time they step on a bit of glass getting past you all, it shatters, and they are going to let out a shriek that kind of rings like static in your head. Your eyes go fuzzy at the sound of it. Everyone within a 60-foot range, so I'm gonna think that that's everyone besides Triao at this point. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, is this a spell or is this worms?
This is just a big fucking yell, but it is a spell.
Okay.
We can call it a spell.
Okay, because I'd like to turn it into a charisma saving throw for the sake of me.
You can turn it into a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, I needed that. That's a 14.
DC is 11.
Oh, okay.
I guess just anyone let me know if they got the 11 or under.
I'm sorry, what are we rolling? Sorry, I got this. I got distracted.
Intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Guys, I got 24. The important thing to note here is that Thrux is not an idiot.
I'm good. Don't worry. So.
Your guys' stance wavers just slightly. It rattles through your head. It's like you are inside of a gong as it's going off. It's that type of head poundingness. But you do manage to keep your guys' composure as it shrieks. Though it is going to walk forward and with like this intense fury is just actually it's less of a fury. It's kind of just accidental in the way that it swings its arm around and is going to batter Thrux across the face, hopefully. Does a 16 plus 6 hit? I will assume yes.
It does. I'm gonna go ahead and uncanny dodge this.
It is 5 bludgeoning damage.
Well, then I'll just fucking take that. Never mind.
Okay. Its arm just like biffs into your head. It's going to cause a very severe bruise. It does kind of feel like you limply got smacked by a crowbar. And it feels very raw since it hits the side of your face that is open and that kind of jaw area. But yeah, it's just like gonna stay right behind you all. Just at this point, it goes slack and is just looking at Thrux. And you see as from within the holes in it, they start to pulse as worms are starting to form from them once again. That is gonna bring us to Zombie 1. Zombie 1 is going to move forward and is going to take its metallic hand, reach forward, and with the sheer force of, once again, crowbar-like strength, it just hooks into the wood of the wall, tears it back a little bit, and is going to start to climb up after Triao.
What the fuck?
Oh, hell no.
It only gets 20 feet up, but that is enough for it to unleash some worms, which are going to crawl the rest of the way and just towards Triao, skittering through the roofs like boards. So roll me a dexterity saving throw, Triao.
Where the fuck is my dice? There you are, bestie.
I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Valid.
Okay, that's 4.
4? Okay, you are not expecting it, as suddenly you feel these like 2 exactly similar pinpricks just like in the backs of your ankles that start to leech in and wriggle into you. And you do hear the droning cries of something scaling the wall to try and get up after you. But worms. That's going to be that's attack and turn. Which is going to bring us to Charpay.
Okay, I guess I have no idea if this will actually work, but I guess to test to see if, non-physical damage will even fucking do anything. Which zombie is the one still on the ground? Is that
Zombie 2
or 1?
That's our beloved Zombie 2.
Okay. I will attempt to cast Dissonant Whispers on Zombie 2. So that is a Wisdom saving throw.
Augers. All right, Zombie 2. Let's do it. That is going to be a 2.
That doesn't succeed.
It sure doesn't.
Yeah, I guess let's find out if it takes psychic damage. That's 9.
As you cast forth your hand, give me some flavor here. What's up with Dissonant Whispers?
Let me... I mean, it's... At this point, Charpay is just so miserable and so mad. She probably just, is just, silently ranting to herself. And it just, goes straight into the zombie's head.
Which rattles around as if caught in an echo chamber, as it doesn't even flinch.
Yeah.
It kind of just reverberates a little bit and absorbs into the metal.
Yeah, I thought not. Yeah, I'd assume it also doesn't move as far away as possible because it doesn't care.
No.
Yeah, I gave it a shot.
That's valid.
But yeah, in light of this information, I hate it here. I want to not be here anymore.
All right. Oh, I forgot that you are in the wall of arms. Please
Oh,
roll me a
right.
dexterity saving throw.
Ah, yes. Let's see it. 18.
18, you're good. You see from your side some of the worms just like start to reach out towards your arm. You sidestep just as like they reach forward and grab, and they just whiff.
That's alright. Yeah, I guess, yeah, because Zombie 1 is fucking up the building. I'm not, I guess
going up
I
the
am
building.
worried, but it's not my problem. So,
You're on your own,
guess-
Triao.
Huh?
I guess whatever. I'll take the opportunity attack, and I'll run back past Zombie 1 to get back into where we were before. Because Jirax is out of my line of sight. I don't know where that motherfucker's going. Probably around. I don't want to be here.
Okay. So 5, 10, you will indeed take an attack of opportunity as it immediately jerks its head and entire body like sways around with it. You hear a crack around the hips area of its spine dislocating as it moves. I don't think a 17 hits, does it?
That does not. 18.
Okay.
is my AC.
Though you manage to just like whiff out of the way and such, like kind of arc your back forward. The way that the air moves around it feels heavy. That would have been a solid blow, but you managed to get past it. 20, 25, 30. You are back where you began. And you no longer see Jirax where he was.
Yep. Great to hear. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, excellent. Which is going to bring us to Thrux. Don't ask what that was. Anyways,
Okay,
roll me a dex save real quick. Acrobatics, rather. Check.
Acrobatics?
Or wait, is it dex save?
Okay.
I'm stinky. It's
What?
dex save.
I know it's- Okay, well, that's gonna be 19 plus 3 plus 5.
Excellent. Yeah, no, you very easily duck under the grasping hands and have a straight shot to the exit of this alleyway if you wanted to.
So Thrux is actually going to go ahead. Zombie 1 is climbing after Triao, yeah?
Yes.
Is that on my route?
It's not on your route. You are going through the middle of an alleyway to the center. Zombie 2 is actually more near the beginning. It's behind you at this point.
Well, then
Or
right in
Zombie
front-
1. Right in front of you is Zombie 2.
Okay. Well, my game plan. I guess honestly I'm gonna go backwards.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Bonus action, disengage. No option.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do you want to get back up next to Charpay?
Yeah. If I could actually get me a little bit closer to Zombie 1.
Okay.
And I am going to shoot it with my musket, trying to specifically like towards its arm or its leg to try to get it to fall off the building.
Smart.
Okay, sure, go for it. Poggers. There. Excellent.
So that's gonna be an 18 plus numbers again to hit.
18. I don't think you actually have access to the like gunslinger ability that allows you to push people back with a musket. So
this is true.
I'll still roll something, because why not? But that definitely hits as you raise your musket and load a shot, fire off, and manage to catch it in the skull. For how much damage?
So let's see how much damage. That's 1d12. No, this is 12. That's gonna be very low damage. That's gonna be 3.
Despite the fact that it rips through one side to the other, that should be clean enough to kill someone. You've seen shots like that just straight up murder people like one. It keeps climbing. It doesn't even flinch. A little worm just falls out the side.
Not good.
Interesting. And then honestly, we'll use my movement to group up more around Charpay.
Okay, you take a few steps back. Da-da-da. All right, and land right next to Charpay, where you take your guard. All right, excellent. So that's going to bring us to Own. Worm.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that harder medicine check. Here's to hoping, for the love of Christ.
I love Christ.
Alright, 14 plus 5, or, yeah, cause...
That will be enough. That will be enough, as, you just, like, with kind of this, like, give me flavor. How do you feel about reaching into your wires and pulling something out?
Oh, probably like cautious, being very cautious to not accidentally pull a wire wrong and snap it, because I've reached into computers before. Some of those like fan wires, they feel so thin that it feels like if you were to touch it wrong, you'd break something.
Absolutely. You take it, just like take your fingers, which like are not built to be this delicate about things. They are built to crush. You take it through, gently trying to feed through things, eventually tear it apart, see the wire that it's nibbled and started to go into, just barely manage to pinch it in the tail, rip it out. It actively is like partially fused with a bit of the copper wire, and as you are taking it out, it takes a bit of the copper with it and such that forms like this horrible like starish formation. I don't know if you've seen pictures of like blood clots people have coughed out. Looks like that.
I have not, but I'll just take your word that that's how it looked like.
Fucking horrible.
All right, and probably with my movement, what do I want to do? Can I see the battle map again?
Yes, you may. So everyone is like scattering to the fucking wind at this point.
Thank God for a roll that wasn't absolute trash. Oh my God.
I have to state, I'm a weirdo. I looked that up. I actually think that looks rather cool. Will also be disgusting.
All right, I want to put this in own right now. By the edge of that building, like right down below, on the what is my right side. So
okay, left.
Yeah,
right.
So yeah, on the right on my at least on my screen, what is the right?
All right, let me just like move you down where I think you're going. 5, 10, 15, 20,
and just like
30. If that's correct, let me know. If it's not,
I don't think I want to move. That is in the right area. I don't want to move my full movement. I only want to get like just behind it, just enough that I won't hit some cover, but can still kind of see what's going on.
Excellent. You are covered. We'll give you partial cover, or 3/4. 3/4 cover.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Excellent.
All right, and that's gonna be it for me.
Okay, wonderful. Which is going to bring us to Jirax. Who is gonna start making his way downtown, based on your guys' previous movements. Actually, it is going to start ascending 20 feet upwards.
Oh, fuck. Ah, shit.
Just like levitating. None of you guys can see it, but you hear distantly, it kind of reverberates against every single bit of metal in the entirety of the boardwalk, which is a lot. This is a very industrialized part of the city. As you hear like the creaking of metal bones and such, it churns almost like a machine would. It's starting to float. And I don't think it can do anything from its current position. So it is going to Alright, let's do this. And you guys start to hear, as that metal reverberates, you start to swear you hear more voices joining in on it. As I'm going to actually squeak in some friends over here.
Oh,
We don't have to worry about them. We don't have to worry about them. They're hanging out.
We probably do.
Do I have initiative?
Huh? Yes, add them as zombie 3 and 4 and put them at the end of initiative. They will start next turn. I'm gonna put that one up there. Yeah, we'll put that one up there. Excellent. So, that is going to be Jirax's turn, which brings us to the top of initiative with Triao. You are on top of the building. You have 2 worms in you. You can either ignore the shit out of them or use an action to medicine check, get them out.
We need to get those out.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, that's the call I would make.
Medicina.
I have been making.
Medicina.
Medicina. What's my medicine over here? Yeah, okay, thank God. Dirty 20.
Okay. All right. How do you feel about pulling these gross ass things out?
Well, you know, in the midst of war, you also have to pull out like arrows and shit like that. So they may be a little slimy, but it doesn't matter.
There's a little bit of a, would you say that there's a little bit of like a like teeth clenched together, just like, okay, let's do this type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, as you like pluck out from both of your ankles, just like crush them both in each hand, and they both erupt into flames.
Disgusting.
All right, you are on the roof, simply vibing.
For the record, this is the type of wire I'm imagining Owen having have been careful about. Look at how thin that wire is. It looks like it could break with just like a pull. So.
Oh yeah. All right. Where would you like to go, if anywhere?
Well, people are moving. It seems to me that they're moving back to the original spot. Let's just try to run.
Okay.
More west. I mean east.
Up.
West. No, back west.
Okay, back. Okay. 5, 10, 15. You wanna get on like the edge of the building and looking over like where Thrux Charpay are?
Yeah.
Okay. Over this, you do see the half-orc zombie starting to crawl up the building after you at this point.
Oh hell.
I would also like to roll, like you to roll perception.
Perception? Well, they surely don't see anything. That's a 9.
No, you don't clock anything out of the ordinary.
That's crazy.
Anything else you want to do?
I don't think. Wait, no. I always forget I have spells.
You do.
It may be dangerous to do it, but get an earth tremor on top of the.
Do you want to like send it? Do you want to like send it down the side of the wall?
Yeah, like maybe it could try to send a crack, but I don't think they had the precision to do that. So who knows?
We can still try.
The ceiling is already caving in. Oh my god.
All right. What do I have to roll for that? Is that dexterity from me?
Let me see, because I never use fucking spells.
The only problem with new earrings, they hurt.
No.
Oh no. Yeah, it's dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dex save. That is going to be a 12.
You fail. Yay.
Yay! Let's go. All right, you stomp your foot over the edge of this thing, and a crack starts to trail down the middle as the entire side of the wall starts to shake, rumble, and the creature is going to take. That's your cue.
I know. It's like, where's my fucking 1D?
I believe in
There
you.
you are. There you are. That's a 5. Yes!
A 5. We'll see if it loses its grip on the wall. This fucking guy. All right. It does like get battered around a whole lot. It actually sounds like something is like loose inside of its body and slamming on the inside. It's going to cause some serious internal bleeding from like generally just the noise you can hear of just thumps going around in there. Though, in some twisted turn of events, it takes one of its hands and grips in and just like claws into the crack you've made and is still hanging on from that limply.
God, you're pathetic.
All right, is that your turn? Oh shit!
Yes.
You spent an action taking out the worms.
Ah, Mamma Mia Pizzeria.
I'll let you get away with it once for rule of cool.
Okay.
Sorry, Own. Sorry, Own.
Totally fine with me. Don't worry.
It'll never happen again. I promise. I forgore.
They fell over while taking out the worm, and it did that.
Oh, no way.
No way.
They earth tremored so hard that the worms just fell out. Okay, that's gonna bring us to Zombie 2, our beautiful Tabaxi friend, who is a bit disoriented at the moment, but is going to turn around and once again go after Charpay Thrux. And at this point, the worms that were starting to form are going to detach, and both of you guys, dex save.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Unfortunate. That's a 10.
Oh, yikes. Thrux?
I'm getting
one second.
worms.
Dex save, you said?
Yes.
Dex save.
DC 11.
Bitch.
Well, then I make that,
Okay.
but barely.
Okay, Thrux, as yours comes forward, honestly, let's give it a double tail slap on the ground. Just a meaty fucking gecko tail bonk over the head. It smears off threads of metal. Follow your tail from it. It's gross. Charpay, you normally have the precision to stomp these things. It fucking jukes you. You slam your foot down, goes out of the way, crawls up, skitters into one of the folds of your leg sashes, and starts digging into your knee. Your kneecap, which fucking hurts.
Kneecap.
For 1 piercing damage. Please. And it is going to let out a shriek. A horrible static shriek. People within 60-foot range, which is everyone besides Triao at the moment, make me that intelligence saving throw.
It's own within range, so double checking.
Yes, own is
Cool.
DC 11.
Intelligence, you said? Am I?
Yes.
Okay, that being said,
I'm gonna make that a charisma again. Ooh, 12.
Honestly,
Succeeds.
I did succeed if it's 11.
Succeeds.
But that roll, because I only got an 8, but I have a proficiency on that one, so that saved me a lot there.
Do you succeed, Rex? 15? Okay, excellent. Once again, you all feel yourselves just waver just slightly, almost losing control of your body, locking up for a second, but you all manage to fight through, though at this point your ears are ringing, probably bleeding just a bit. Though no damage is done. Alright.
You can't bleed if you. Wait, no, I own have a heart. Never mind.
You do have blood. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Never
You're right,
forget that you have blood. Alright, Zombie 2, making his way up the wall.
Fuck this bitch.
Fuck it, it's gonna dash.
What the fuck?
Dashing up the wall. So at this point, let's roll it another athletics. This zombie, they're so fucked up. Once again, taking their fingers and they crack and bend back in ways that kind of makes them feel like hooks and such. They are doing anything to get a grip of this thing, going through the cracks in, hooking upwards and back. Pulls itself over the edge, just and slams forward chest first onto it, starting to drag itself upwards, pulling itself across. As it slams its chest down over the edge of the building, it just fucking fully depresses downwards, and such splinters fly out as it's gonna. I think it just appears right fucking in front of you, Triao. And it dashed, so it can't do anything else. But the tremoring, the internal bruising, you see as things that were starting to swell on the side of its face just immediately press down and such. Okay, which is going to bring us to Charpay, followed by Thrux.
Ooh, I probably gotta remove that worm. I'm so bad at medicine. God help us all.
What happened?
Hope.
What happened to the training in Albuquerque? It's all gone.
It's so bad. I got a nat 1.
Oh shit. Unfortunately, with nat 1s on the medicine check, you push it in deeper.
Yeah.
And it seals over.
Yeah.
Take 1 point of healing.
Yeah. Well, my bad. I'm gonna not worry about that anymore. We have more pressing concerns. That's an action, right?
Yeah, that's an action.
Okay. Yeah, I think. I think what I want to do is just continue moving towards whatever that There's the fucking rectangles in the direction that I'm going. Is there an alleyway there? Can I squeak into that?
You can squeak into any alleyway you wish. Give you a left, right, up, down type ordeal.
Yeah, towards the rectangles forwards and then to the right there.
Okay.
In that little alley.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm assuming you want up this area.
Probably.
All right, we'll say yes.
I can't see yet, but probably.
Most likely. All right. Yep. You start squeaking your way up there. That is your turn? Question mark.
Yes.
All right, Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin.
What's my game plan? Okay. So, we pin a point I still cannot do sneak attack. Um,
I'm useless without my sneak attack.
Jirax is gonna go ahead and back up, probably like toward the north. I'll go ahead and disengage again so that I
Okay,
don't
5, 10.
And it's going to go ahead and just because fuck it, it's going to cast Burning Hands, which is 15,
Sensible.
15 feet.
Yep.
Plus a dex save.
A dex save, that is an 18.
That is my DC.
Ah, okay, so that does succeed.
Okay.
Yeah, you unleash your hands, unleash this fury of blue flames, and it does like singe off bits of the skin and the like
That's
for...
Yeah, that's gonna be 5d6 halved.
Woohoo! 5d6 halved. So yeah, as you do this, it alights into a flame. You probably like stretch it outwards. It goes singeing forwards. Kind of two-faces the guy, just like off one side, singes off a lot of the Tabaxi's hair on one side, caves bits of it in. The eye starts bubbling and boiling from inside of there. But yeah,
that's gonna be 13 halves to half the 6.
All right, yeah, you still managed to get a good bit off of it. And at this point, like, the lip has been kind of, like, torn open a little bit. There's boils starting to form. All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that is where you are, which is going to bring us to Own.
All right, and I'm slightly sorry to egg here. The zombie in the middle there, between Own and Thrux. Yeah, Own's gonna cast Fireball at it.
Yeah.
Nice. I
Go
can
stupid.
I'm resistant to fire. You're okay.
Oh, you're right. And yeah, so Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw is a 5.
Definitely fails. All right, I'm gonna roll 8d6.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
That's gonna be 35 damage.
Ooh-hoo!
Let me make a dex save real fast.
Okay, so you just like...
That's gonna be a 11 to the dex save.
Oh no. How do you do that, Owen? Tell me how you do it.
Yeah, Owen is just gonna look like the zombie's like straight there and like, okay, the worm's gone, I'm gonna be able to do this, and we'll just go like this, throwing a fire, like as they do like the throwing motion, summoning a fireball and throwing it straight into that square.
It's like a fucking baseball pitch. Like it kind of delays a little bit at the start and then speeds up, growing larger until it coalesces and explodes in just a around the zombie, which, as the smokes and cinders rescind from the area, is a charred, just like charcoal corpse.
Excellent.
That stands up.
Oh no!
I knew it was
Oh
coming.
no!
I knew it. I didn't want to. I knew it was coming.
But I think I'm gonna remain still for now because I do like being covered from like Jirax and stuff. So I don't think I'm going to move. So that's gonna be my turn.
Wait,
I'm gonna be killed by a zombie.
What did it roll? I'm just remembering the DC, how this works. What did it roll? Natural 20, didn't it?
A natural 20.
Yeah.
You'd either have to get a natural 20 or a 40, which is physically impossible on a die.
This is also slightly modified for the reference. This is not your typical zombie. This is a whole breed
This
of
guy's got
worm.
worms in him. I don't know what his fucking problem is.
This guy got worms, okay? And these worms are fucked up and made of metal. For reference, their
I'm
stat
also
block.
made of metal.
For reference, their stat block is called the Undying, if that means anything.
Great to hear.
Nothing, but I think it means it's fucking awesome. So.
Anyway, thank you. Okay, from there, Jirax is going to continue to ascend.
Yeah.
Jirax is going to hover, and at this point, I'm going to make everyone roll a perception. I'm going to give Thrux disadvantage, Own disadvantage, just because of like where they're positioned.
Makes sense.
Hashtag slay.
Oh, I'm rolling so bad. Pain and agony.
Triao
It's a 7.
advantage.
Oh, okay.
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 I need to state I'm really good at perception.
I got 11. I'll put in roll till I got 11.
That's my.
So that is going to.
Oh, I have proficiency in perception.
When?
I don't know. When did this happen?
When did this happen?
Open your eyes.
That's not a great roll, but I rolled a 4, and it comes up to a 14.
Oh.
Well, I mean, with the proficiency, it goes to the 27 now.
What the fuck?
Holy shit. Okay, so with a 27, Triao, you see a light behind you starting to shine through the midnight's darkness. It's not midnight yet. It's getting there.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I forgot.
As from behind, you do see as the two Eyestalks just rise up over the side of the building and start to, turn, they're starting to look around at different points, and they both exactly turn to face you, Triao, as the rest of Jirax's body floats over the side of the building. And we'll say that Triao, you clock, or Thrux clocks this too. The other two do not see it. Too busy with their own stuff, but Jirax has officially fucking ascended. I am gonna have to roll athletics to see if it can keep itself in the air, and it certainly can. And from there, we are going to shoot some eye rays, finally. The classic beholder moment. So, it is going to shoot 2 eye rays. It can do it at 2 creatures it can see within 90 feet. So, the first one it is going to do is against Triao. Triao, I need you to make me... Let's figure out which one it's going to do. Randomized. I entirely forgot. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yes!
Please make me
Nice.
a Constitution saving throw.
Gamers, I'm kind of worried.
Yes! I love having +8 for no reason as well.
Triao, what'd you get?
Good old another 27. Hashtag slay.
While you're getting that, so one of the Eyestalks, it's very heavy. It moves almost like Otto Octavius's octopus arms and such, with this segmented thing to it. You can see plates kind of moving from within it that shouldn't make up a physical structure. And the eye starts to glow radiantly. Actually, I'd say that it glows more of a black light in a way, so it's almost purplish in nature, and starts to reveal a couple of bloodstains and such on the side of buildings as this ray of just sheer necrotic energy is going to start to build. And first, one of them is going to fire at Triao. It's like a bullet, but you are going to take half damage on that, so that's 16 halved, which is going to go down to 8. 8 necrotic damage for you. Thrux, what'd you get?
I got a 4.
Ooh, 16 necrotic damage from you, as they kind of go fast like bullets, just goes through Triao's shoulder and starts to ripple out this necrotic energy up the base of the stump of your tree arm. Thrux, yours goes right into the socket and sends this horrible pain ringing throughout your head.
His socket has been through so much.
How much damage is
16 necrotic.
I am gonna have that if possible via uncanny dodge.
Yes, you can half that to 8.
Okay.
And we'll say it hits the side.
I'm not doing amazing on HP.
Yeah.
Which is very valid. Alright, that's going to be its turn for the time being.
Okay.
Which is going to bring us to the last 2 Zombadoos, who are going to make their lovely entrance to the battle. The first one, which is next to Jirax, it's not next to Jirax, but it knows where things are as long as Jirax knows where things are. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, as it's gonna start trying to go over to block off Charpay. And the other one is coming from behind. Watch out. Which, unfortunately, was not clocked at any point during times I've made people roll. Where is it? Which one are you? You're that one? Disgusting. 5, 10, 15. It is going to walk up behind you, Thrux, and is going to do a shriek. So that is once again going to be an intelligence saving throw for everyone besides Triao.
Alright.
Okay.
Security.
Which is going to be disadvantage for Thrux because you are right next to it.
Oh, cool. Considering my
4.
first roll is a 2,
11
God
plus
hopes
5,
I don't
that's
get a
gonna be-
natural 1. I dropped that
no.
tonight.
That's gonna be 16 for Own. So.
Woo.
And
Okay, 16, you're good, Charpay.
I haven't.
4.
Let me roll my. Let me find my die.
I'm glad I'm proficient in
My
intelligence.
second roll was a 13. So
Unfortunately, we're taking the 2.
Well, actually, it's gonna actually be more than 2. It is going to be an 8.
Oh
Which isn't
god,
great,
why
but
did
I
that kill
do
me?
But I do get to add, I gotta add my proficiency. So yay!
That's good. Unfortunately, not good enough, as it reverberates through you, and though you are not dealing with the same symptoms everyone else is, it really does feel like static crawls over your vision, and you're paralyzed. Charpay, you're paralyzed. Get down until the end of your next turn. Have fun with that. It is also going to unleash its burrowing transmitters on you. So you can't make that dex save, Thrux. So you are going to take 3 piercing damage as 3 of the fuckers burrow into you at once. So as you drop to the ground and such, you feel yourself unable to move, though your eyes twist over where you see as they drip from this hobgoblin's hand and such. There's like those horrible looking hole patterns, and they just start to... and they squidge up onto you, and they start going into the soles of your feet, so like the middle of it, and just... and they're gonna start trailing up your legs. That's that. Bye. Others, okay, that's all. So, first in initiative, Triao. You've been eye-raid to shit.
Been what to shit? Hello?
Eye-raid. Blasted by the eyes.
Hashtag raid.
Raid Shadow Legends?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Wow. You mean the top mobile game?
We are not sponsored.
Okay, I am looking. Okay, so there's a zombie coming near me, right? It's like right here.
Up. It's up.
Yeah, it's up. Okay. I think I should focus that. I'm gonna get shot, but it's fine. I don't care. I think I care more about the worms right now. Probably. I don't know. You know what? Let me look up what the hell it does one more time. This spell that I want to do. Not even a spell, it's a cantrip because the spells. No.
Ooh, is it Shillelagh? Shillelagh?
No.
Fuck.
Oh yes, I have to do Thunderwave so I can get pushed off.
Yo! Alright, you gonna Thunderwave it?
Yes, I am going to Thunderwave it.
Alright, what do I have to roll for that? Is that con?
Yes, con.
That's what I thought it was. Alright, that is going to be a 7.
You don't do it. Succeed, yes.
Alright.
Hashtag slay.
Hashtag slay. Okay, excellent. So, from your... how do you do this? Let me know.
Okay, so fail save. I had to roll the thunder damage, and you push 10 feet away from me.
Alright. You Fus Ro the shit out of this guy. How do you unleash this? I would like to know, though.
I'm thinking, because it's probably gonna be towards... It's a touch, isn't it a touch?
No,
scenario?
Thunderwave just
No,
kind of,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking what they do. What type of movement they like to do.
What are the
we keep hitting the fucking ground for no reason. The fucking ceiling.
Fuck this building.
Yeah.
It's a soup kitchen.
They're gonna do the same motion, but they're gonna like wag their tail a little bit to like distract them, and then you set their foot down to send down the Thunderwave.
Alright, so it's like a slap crack type deal. Snap, crackle, pop. As this burst of thunder just goes forward and kind of just like bursts right as it hits their head area. How much damage is that?
I can't find my fucking...
No!
Where's my 8? Been searching. Is this an 8? Oh yes it is. Wait, is it? Yes it is, okay. So that's your 6 overall.
Okay, 6.
Yep.
See if it falls. Whew, it does. So, since they had been shot with the musket previously, we'll say that the bullet just got barely stuck right here. So it's in the temple, it's still lodged in, it's starting to poke its way out, there is a lot of blood dripping from the side. The Thunderwave channels in through that, sparks out through the head, explodes the head, body drops to the ground, which is going to be from a height. So that means damage. 3. Okay, it slams onto the ground, its back cracks, and its body is kind of at an angle where one side is like this, the other is entirely, it's a fucking acute angle of the back itself that is slammed onto the ground. Head just flays out onto the ground in this rain that is also going to rain a bit on Charpay because of just like distance and such, so that gets splattered all over you. And we're gonna see if it lives this fucking thing.
Please let it die. Please let it die.
Please, I need you to pass away.
It twitches, goes slack.
Thank God.
Thank God.
We are
Okay.
taking that one out of initiative.
Okay.
Zombie.
Idiot. No. Helpless
Stupid
ratio.
fuck. All right.
Bad to the fireball.
Trio, you like look over the side at the destroyed mess of the thing.
What zombie is that? Zombie 1?
That be zombie 1.
Yay.
We're gonna,
All right.
we're gonna
Is-
scratch them by doing it.
all right. Is that your turn?
Yes, yes.
Sharpay, you on the ground.
Yeah, I'm paralyzed, so I'm incapacitated, so I can't take actions or reactions. Can I take a bonus action?
I think you can take a bonus action.
Okay, because I
You're
would like
part of
to.
paralysis.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to just like, as she's just probably just like falling over in pain, she's gonna just like roll a bit and misty step into the alley. I
love
guess.
that. I love that. I don't even care if it's like probably not what's intended to be a paralysis. We're letting it happen because why not? You twist your ankle in such a way that it manages to produce the somatic abilities to
go.
cast Misty Step. You're going further up into the alleyway up above.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
30 feet, so as far as I can
Okay.
get.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're just fucking gone.
I don't want to be there, so.
You are getting closer to Conjurer's Promenade. You're not going forward.
Yeah.
It is by now,
But-
though. Paralysis fades away, but you can't do anything else.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all right.
Same is true of Thrux.
Okay.
Unless there's a bonus action you can do.
I don't think so. I'm out of spell slots.
Hell?
Because even though I've only used one spell, you might remember I used the comprehend languages spell to understand Lily.
When they were a horse. Of course.
Yeah.
Well,
I miss that horse like crazy.
okay. I will go ahead and.
I mean, aren't you
bonus
paralyzed, Egg?
action-
Aren't you paralyzed, Egg?
Just
I'm
if there's
bonus
bonus actions.
Can I use the bonus action to use my armor charge to heal myself? Because that is marked as the bonus action.
I'm trying to think if... sure. Why not?
Actually, no, I can't.
Okay.
I can't heal myself using it. I
Okay.
can only heal others.
Oh, right. I put that in the armor. I should know these things. Okay, so cool. So, unfortunately, you cannot heal yourself with the armor.
You know what I will do? Because apparently it's not an attunable thing. I have this cloak of displacement. I'm just gonna go ahead and activate that. And
Are
so
you attuning it?
It does not say it needs to be attuned.
Okay, sure.
So I'm just gonna activate it. Listen,
All right.
listen, this is on my cheat sheet. One of the things that you added. So.
True. I forget exactly what the Cloak of Displacement does. I'd have to look it up.
Makes it so that they gain disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
So on the ground, you are just becoming this, like, blurring mess. Actually, it says that it causes an illusion that stands near your actual location, so there are
Yeah.
2 paralyzed Thruxes on
Yeah.
the ground, to those who can see.
Which I imagine, because typically it makes attack rolls automatically succeed. Now they just get a normal roll.
Exactly. Okay, so that is going to bring us, well, now that the paralysis is gone from you, that is going to bring us to Own in the alleyway.
All
Vibing.
right.
Never mind. Doesn't that count as incapacitated?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't work then.
L.
Well, what I was gonna do is zombie in the center. Yeah, I'm real mad at zombie. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray. Sadly, not as powerful, but still.
Hey, I know that one.
Make a range spell attack for each ray. All right. Yes, an attack roll of not my most common thing.
It's only magic missiles and fireballs.
Cool. Cool. That's a nat 1.
No.
No.
It does do 2, so I'll roll for both of them. Please don't let this other. Oh no, they're both nat 1s. Oh wait, I have that gun that allows me to re-roll nat 1s, right?
When did Owen get a gun?
Well, didn't I get that back in Owen's place or one's place?
Oh,
The sword of luck.
Or there's a sword, not a gun. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I do not recall having a gun.
It's not a gun.
Owen pulls out a gun.
I forgot
the fucking Glock.
I just remembered the die. I'm not gonna lie. It's written somewhere on my.
I believe you do if it's attuned.
Well, it's called the Lucky Shot. I thought it. I do have it written down on my.
Yeah, the lucky.
But it's a sword.
But it is a sword. It is a blade.
Okay.
They lied.
I did lie.
All right, but it doesn't. I remember that it allows me to re-roll nat 1s. So.
Do you have it attuned?
I believe so. I've used it already.
Immediately attuned it. Yeah, you immediately.
Yeah,
You did.
I believe
You did. Okay,
yeah.
so you can re-roll one of the nat 1s. It's 1 nat 1 per long rest, to my knowledge.
Okay.
I believe that is a yes. I don't personally have it written
Well,
down.
then I remember using it last session then because I got a nat 1. I don't remember that per session thing, but if that's the case, let me double check.
This building is fucked.
Fuck this building. Soup kitchen for the poor. You're burning it to shit.
Well, they're not gonna eat anything.
I don't.
There's worms in there. No loss.
There's worms in the soup.
I can't find the information on the Lucky Shot.
Want me to go check?
Yeah, because I'm just looking up Lucky Shot in the chat, and I'm not.
Because I had it tuned, I have the summary as well. It is a. Yeah, you basically. What I can look.
My big fucking Wolvenshire document is loading. Hang on.
Oh god.
I'm almost certain that you are right, that it is re-rolling nat 1s. Lucky.
Yeah.
When you have to have the weapon in your hand, and then you can.
You do.
That one.
All right, cool. Then 2 nat 1s. Oh my god, I'm mad at my dice again. But all right, 2 nat 1s on that. So I will on those 2 scorching rays. So
This is why we use magic missile, I guess.
This is why we use magic missile.
indeed,
You've learned today that magic missile never goes wrong. Where is it? Apologies, I am looking so unbelievably deeply. I know. I just want to have it for myself as well. My planning is a bit all over the place here and there, but that's okay.
Just for posterity. Yeah. Went ahead and pinned it in our DMs so that you can see it off the top of your head.
I wanna be Okay, well, as I'm looking for that, I believe Own, 2 nat 1s. So, how do you fuck this up that's badly? How does this happen?
I honestly, let me think. That sucks.
For the record, Snort, you're extremely valid. I am so sorry.
I don't know. Owen's probably just like distracted by like the scream, even though Owen managed to avoid it. Probably it's like just like kind of like this a little bit, and they think they're shooting toward the zombies with they pull out their hand to do it, and they completely miss.
It flies right over top of it on the first one, like shit, and in like a split moment of panic, like throw your hand out to the side, forgetting that this spell has 3 rays. The other one goes to the soup kitchen, hits the side.
Isn't it 2 rays? Oh, it is 3 rays.
Yeah.
I should have rolled 3 to hit. Sorry, I only rolled 2.
I've only heard of Charpay doing 3 sensible magic missiles, so I know of it. So you're muted, CC.
Scorching rays, you mean not missiles?
Yeah, it does more rays at higher levels, but yeah. Sorry.
All right,
Reroll any nat 1s when okay.
All right, then the
Recharges
third ray.
after 6 days. Okay.
With 6 plus 8. Cause that
Numbers?
It 6 plus 8 is, I should know this,
14.
gonna be
Yeah,
14. Yeah, 14.
Okay,
As a
14 does hit.
Yes.
Alright, cool, then I will roll.
One flings off to the side, catches the side of the soup kitchen building. That starts to go up in flames, trailing up the side. That's gonna start spreading. The other one, I did say goes right over the worm dude. I'd say that also like goes right next to the other side of Thrux's face. Doesn't hit Thrux, will be nice.
Thank God.
Third one, you finally manage to steady yourself and shoot a scorching ray towards it. For how much damage was that, sorry?
3. Only 3.
3 damage.
Could have been cool.
Sometimes.
Could have been cool if I didn't. Oh my God. I hate my luck. If I could kill my luck, I'd kill my luck.
It is going to fall down, once again, to the ground, charred, burnt, and such. It looks at this point like it's cindering like wooden logs that you would see inside a fireplace.
God, I didn't realize that I was gonna die right away. I said it just used magic missiles.
It's back up. Hello.
Next round.
Jirax's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. The big beholder in the sky. Valid. The big old beholder in the sky is it's gonna stay where it is at the time being. It's in a pretty good spot. Perhaps moving up another 10 feet. Yeah, we're moving up another 10 feet. Let's do that. And I, of course, have to see if it stays in the air, which it does. So, from there, I've lost the thread. I've lost exactly where I was on my document. But that's okay, because I found it again. It is going to do some eye rays once again. The first one is going to shoot once again towards Triao. I'm going to have it roll perception to see if it can see Own. It can. All-seeing eye. So, Triao, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. And it did see Own. So, Own, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Not 20.
Yo!
I'm actually feeling really good about this roll too. Thank God my roll did not. At least, actually, it may be better that it didn't crap here. That's gonna be a dirty 20 from me.
Hey.
So you guys actually don't see the eye ray getting fired. It's the one that is slack to the ground a little bit and hung slightly underneath the build. Actually, since it floats 10 feet up, you do, Triao at least from their angle, sees as 3 worms just like drip from the ground on, and they start like trying to scale up the top of the building. One of them goes after you, Triao. You immediately catch it, stomp on it. Own, from where you are, partially hidden behind the wall. It takes a moment for the worms to catch up with you, but you're quick to spot these, and once again manages to stomp them both, just in the nick of time before they start heading up your wires once again. So, GG, well played, as we say in the business.
So true. I do say that.
Okay, so now it's time for the other zombies. The zombie on top of Thrux is going to... Does it recharge 5/6? It does not recharge 5/6. So instead, it is just going to thrash at you to try and really pack in those worms that it's set in there. It actually, it's a hobgoblin. It drops to its knees and ends up kneeing you in the process as an 18 plus 6 to hit, so I'm going to assume it does. For only 5 bludgeoning damage.
Only 5?
Only 5.
Thrux is looking really, really bad.
Yeah, so it's like standing over you, and because of its weight, it kind of like buckles under itself, lands forward, and its knees smash into your kneecaps, so it's metal on top of your normal bone, which just, it slightly pushes the caps back a little bit. It's bad. And for the second, actually, that's the only attack it has. So yeah, it just pops your kneecaps like a motherfucker. Alright, and that's gonna be its turn, which is gonna bring us to Zombie, which is gonna start heading up to the area where it still last saw Charpay, which is in the middle of things. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Gets to the area, very confused, just... And cannot see anyone besides Thrux, who's being taken care of, but can't really do anything else, so sitting, vibing, that's all. So, top of initiative, going back up to the start, is going to be Triao.
Hi. So do I see this spectator?
Yes, spectator. Yeah, you do see Jirax.
Hi. Okay, well...
They're floating 10 feet above the building at this point.
Okay, well, good. nothing else is coming towards my way, so I guess we'll do a classy little color tubes brush. You know,
Yes, let's
that's my
get
best
it.
weapon still.
All right.
Yeah. First one, I guess, basic ground, because we love the ground, even though it's the ceiling right now. We're
All right.
technically.
That'll be force damage.
And force the. Hopefully, force works on this bitch. I don't even know. Yikers, 7 to hit. That doesn't even
7 to
hit.
hit. It like you're partially shaking when you cast it, or something of just about the whole situation, and also the struggle of keeping your new very heavy wrist up and supported. It kind of jerks down and unfortunately blasts against the ground, the ceiling of this incredibly fucked up building at this point.
Gonna do an extra attack. This time, yes, the classy take your own color.
Okay. Stab it in. All that beautiful brown just sucks out from you.
Wait, am I even in range anymore? I've not been attacked, I think. So no. Okay, Sag.
Sad days. What is that to hit?
That is also a fail, so that's an 11.
Unfortunate. Ooh. If a spell attack misses, I can do a reaction. And I'm gonna have to attack roll you. That is, does a 17 hit you?
Let me check what the fuck Lizard Folk Trio's thing is.
I don't think it would. Would it?
I don't think I have my bone shield up, so no? Question mark?
I don't. Yeah, no. That's your AC is 16 without that, to my knowledge. So you are you watch as this orb of color, this brown, starts heading forward, sparking here and there with electricity. But as it gets close enough, the middle eye is going to just like kind of crack a little bit and focus directly on it, to which it begins to glow, and very slowly this rupturing, like metallic ebbing and flowing energy starts to encapsulate your own spell as it moves back rapidly towards you. Roll that damage against yourself.
Oh. Okay.
Thunder damage.
Oh, yikers. Oh, yikers. We don't like to see that. What the fuck was the fucking... What the fuck does it do? I already forgot the fucking... Shit. What the fuck are you? I have so much on my screen, because I keep... I'm still trying to make something on the fucking Reddit.
Ours last place, no.
Oh, I'm failing, by the way. I'm failing super hard.
I'm sorry.
This is so
It's
sad.
okay. That is literally 8 damage towards myself, and I don't even think I have resistance. So I guess 8.
Yeah, so it reverberates against you instead. You're probably a bit stunned by your spell just being completely deflected against you. Now you know the pain of the wizards who get counterspelled every day. There's a twinge of solidarity for poor old Own. Okay, that's gonna bring us to our beloved Zombie 2, the fucked up, horrible, burnt creature. Whose bones, at this point, charred, it's half formed. Like, it looks like if it would take a step, it would straight up just, like, detach from its entire lower body. And it does, as it steps forward. Literally, the knee cracks in half, crumbles and such. The rest of the knee down falls to the ground, crumbles into dust. It's on one foot, but as it steps forward and down, these metallic strings reform a leg in front of it that it stomps forward on as it's gonna start to charred and just mumbling to itself in this cracked voice and such. Its jaw falls off, it just clatters to the ground. It doesn't even look like a tabaxi anymore. 5, 10, 15. It shambles up to you, Own, and is just going to unleash some fucking worms into you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Dex save.
I'm not feeling that bad about this. That's gonna be 17.
17 succeeds. You see it start to form the worms. Honestly, the worms don't even make it out fully formed. They just drop as like partial pellets onto the ground. And you don't even have to stomp them. They literally just die. From there, it's just going to like, its head just like slumps forward a little bit and has to be re-stitched together with metal strands. It's going to just like collapse in front of itself, which is going to be a slam. That's only an 11 to hit. I don't think that does.
Hold on, does it? Owen has bad
hope not.
AC. No, it does not hit. It does not
Owen,
hit. Cool.
you step out of the way, you see it fall forward on the ground and just fucking crumble again. We'll see if this fucker lives. But it starts knitting itself back together again and stands back up.
I hate this guy. I've had enough of this dude.
It doesn't have. I don't have an opportunity attack on it, do I?
No. It's still just standing there in front of you now.
I figured not. That's what I would double check.
Okay, Charpay, you are up again in the alleyway.
So, Jirax is 10 feet above the building, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm way over here, so I guess my question is, can I like see like a little teeny bit of his eye stalk from this point, and should I perhaps roll perception to see if I can like listen?
Roll perception, yeah.
All right.
At disadvantage, you are behind buildings and like blocked off to hell.
Yeah, I'm real bad at perception, so this isn't gonna work for me.
Charpay sees nothing.
Yeah, it's 6. That's not happening.
No, you have no clue where Jirax is. Though, you did last know where. Did you? No, you never caught a glimpse.
Not
you have no
really.
clue where Jirax is.
No. Yeah. Well, may I see the map again?
You may.
Oh, my stream is frozen. Please.
No.
I'm begging you.
No.
Screaming and crying. I need to watch an ad. Oh no.
Oh no. Not the fucking ad.
Pain.
I'm
This
literally.
ad is so fucking long. I hate this one.
Why is it
I'm
so long?
literally torn if I should use magic missiles or not in the next turn, because it kind of feels like a waste of a spell slot. Because I have a hunch if I'm just touching the thing all day.
Yeah. Anyway, can I see any of the zombies from where I am? Because there's one coming towards me now, right?
No, you
No.
can. It's like entirely blocked off. You're in an alley where nothing is really in line of sight besides Triao on top of a building.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Who
yeah.
did
Okay. I
just
can
get
see the
hit-
map now. It's really.
Who
not
did
over
just
there.
get hit by a beam, so you have that to infer things from.
Did I?
Well, yeah, you could have seen that from that distance and such, seeing Triao getting hit by the paintbrush attack, getting the color spray
okay.
getting thrown back at it. Yes, you
Okay.
would have seen that.
Okay.
So you can infer
Okay.
thyou
Okay. Could I just fucking Hail Mary this?
Yes.
Because my bow has a range of 150 feet.
You would have to shoot over a building, over like so much shit.
60 feet up, fucking like however far this is.
Bruh. Alright, let me count it.
I think that what's the maximum range with disadvantage? Because it's a lot.
I mean, it's in range. You can try.
Yeah, my maximum range is 600 feet.
What the fuck? Okay, so, easy disadvantage, easiest
Yeah.
disadvantage I've ever given a player in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roll to
But
hit. Good
I'm gonna
fucking
try.
luck.
I've got 3 arrows, baby.
Good fucking luck.
All right.
This is one of the most
First one's an
Hail
18.
What the fuck?
I rolled
So-
a 23 and 18.
Triao, from literally nowhere, you, like, from the distance, Charpay, you aim it back, hold it up to the sky, and Triao, you don't know how or where it came from, but you see a telltale pink feathered arrow land into Jirax's head.
Yo, what the fuck? Hello? What's helping?
That's 11 damage.
11 damage. All right, and this like horrible brain matter starts to leak from the top.
I'm gonna try to do it again.
Holy shit.
I've had bad luck. I'm hoping. I'll probably not do it.
I believe in you.
Yeah, that's a 13. I don't think I'll do it.
13 does not do it, unfortunately. The
Alright.
second one, Triao, lands right in front of you, just
Oh.
into the floorboard in front of you.
Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna
dear.
try one more time. That's a 14. I don't think so.
14 hits, exactly.
Hey, nice.
Wait, does it? It doesn't.
Oh.
It's 15 AC
Oh,
15 for
no.
this guy. No.
Well, that's all right.
Literally lands right in front of it, like goes a hair's length away from an eye stalk that droops down at the worst possible time.
I tried.
You got 1 arrow, which is so
Yes.
much in this economy.
And I guess I'm gonna continue fucking slinking into the shadows, bro.
All right, in the
Goodbye.
shadows. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can only move 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you round a corner. You can see Jirax. You can see one of your arrows sticking out at the top of its head. So you have that to
Hey,
be
yo.
congratulatory for.
Wow.
Wow.
Yay.
All right, next up, Thrux. You're full of worms.
I was gonna say, first thing I'm gonna do is try to medicine check, get the worms out of me.
Get the worms.
That's gonna be 17.
17 does get them out. Bye.
Okay. Bonus action, disengage.
Okay, classic.
Let me check the map.
The map is up. It's coming up.
Not on my end quite yet. Okay, yeah, Thrux is just gonna back up as much, like, get away, like, you know, that,
closer to Triao, own, Sharp, like, which direction? Left, right, up, down?
God, I'm gonna go ahead and say Thrux is going good old fashioned. He's gonna aim for the alley that that Charpay was in.
Okay.
Last turn. So
Okay.
that's where.
Sure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, okay, 30. So you start to turn the corner to an alleyway where Charpay previously went down. You do catch the sight of a new zombie that you have not yet seen before. It catches your glimpse. It is an Aarakocra. Starts to make its way towards you. I think that's all you can do. It is Owen's turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna look at the zombie and just say kind of like sadly, don't worry, I'll try and help put you out of your misery. And we'll take out the pen. And I'm gonna take out the pen because I've decided I do not want to waste a potential spell slot on this.
Don't
So-
cast euthanasia.
No! This is horrible.
Oh my god, why am I getting nat ones on attack rolls? Jesus freaking Christ, I never should ever do an attack roll.
This is horrible. Is that a nat 1?
Yeah, because I sort of said I was using, well, I'm using the pen, so.
Owen, you take out the pen and you accidentally hold it the wrong way. It goes through a little, like, divot in your finger and, like, jams up your finger socket.
No.
For, let's say 2 piercing damage. You just
Cool,
look at it as
cool.
it starts to, like, golden blood. Squirts it onto your face and onto the zombie, which just...
Oh, and it's just gonna say, I'll do better next time. Jesus Christ, I need to use those missiles, but this is such a waste. Why can't I just get a good attack roll? That's all I need. Universe, give me a good attack roll.
Hello, Jirax. Alright, Jirax is gonna
Hi.
start fucking blasting. It can see Charpay now.
Yeah,
So it is
I
gonna
deserve
start-
it.
It is gonna blast after the arrow in its head. One of its Eyestalks, which is the Worm Ray, is going to turn to you, DC 13 Dexterity saving throw. The other
alright.
is going to turn to Thrux.
Can I make this into a charisma save, or is it not spell? Yay!
Gonna hit Thrux with that Wisdom
Okay, yeah.
save.
Yeah.
For the
The difference
wisdom?
here between my dex saves and my charisma saves, my dex save is +4 and my charisma save is +9, so that's a 23.
23.
That's
Wonderful.
that's a natural 1, gamers.
Okay.
Okay, so you are confused as if the spell Confusion is in effect.
Oh god, not this again.
As just like this feeling in your head, just like something about your consciousness kind of detaches and you fall into a rhythm, a string of commands which you yourself are not transmitting to yourself, if that makes sense, as you slip into this strange pattern of behavior that you just can't control. It's like you're being forced to move like a puppet.
Is there any damage?
No damage.
Okay.
You're
We're-
confused, though. Confused as fuck. Okay, so that is going to do, so Charpay, you succeeded. Worms, once again, from
Yeah.
that, like, bleeding eye stalk and such, once again, like, you see them wriggling through the bloated eye stalk, and a few of them onto the ground, slap towards you on, Stomp them. 1, 2, 3. Gone. Like the wind. I can speak so well, guys. Okay. I would like everyone to roll a perception. Real quick.
All right.
Oh my God.
Should I roll?
I'm so bad at perception.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it's a
Everyone
two.
roll.
As much as I hate to ask, is Owen at disadvantage because of the alley?
No.
Okay, good. I'm
Oh,
glad.
that's initiative.
Then that-
This is for hearing something.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not
4,
hearing
5.
shit. My ears are closed.
I am hearing everything around my everything.
Charpay, you are in that tunnel visioned kind of fighting style and such, where your brain is so focused on the here and the now, you cannot think outside of the battle. You can only hear what is necessary to survive, if that makes sense. Everyone else in the distance hears, "Are there survivors out there?"
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I have a boat. I have a boat. I can get you out of here to safety.
We're kind of in a fucking battle.
That's fair. Just saying. I don't think these things can get through water.
Okay.
Can I hear it now that they're conversating or no?
You do. Though you
Okay.
are also going to hear, "Wait, that voice is familiar. Are you the guys who dined here the other day?" It's Mariana from
Let's go!
the Gator.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
Oh. Oh shit, I think I just alerted them.
That's
luck.
fine.
Alright, that's gonna be that. So,
They're
it
already
is-
alert. It's fine.
it has officially been decreed that there is a boat to get out of here. So, keep that in mind, I suppose. So that's gonna bring us to, I think that's the zombies, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it is. And they are going to start converging onto Thrux, because what else do they have to do? Actually, one of them's gonna go down to Own. 5, 10, 15,
Please,
20.
I'm begging for someone to attack me. Please.
Fine.
Leave me alone.
Fine, it's coming.
Thank you.
10, 15, 20. It blocks the alleyway that you're in and stands
That's
right in front of
fine.
you and just kind of lurches towards you. It's partially leaning on the side of the wall. Its head like falls against it and leaves this dragging trail of splinters in its forehead that like get knitted into the skin. It's bad. Bad.
Not good.
Unfortunately, I don't think any of them can get close enough to do anything at the moment, so that's going to bring us back up to Triao.
Hi, bestie. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna look at the map because where was the voice coming from? Because I feel like
let me
that's
zoom
probably
on out.
I feel like that's probably where,
So-
where we should do that.
It's coming from the ocean, just the whole oceanic part of the map.
Ocean.
A ways away.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, yikers, that's far.
Damn, shorty.
Okay. I know it probably won't work, but if I run and glide down, because yeah, I have a lot of,
Paraglider.
I have a lot of weight on me. Do I have a lot of weight on me?
You
or
do.
No?
You do.
Okay, yeah.
You
'Cause
know,
I'm thinking, yeah,
I'll
I can
let you
glide
try.
down. I want to try to glide down that way.
Okay, then I'll start moving you there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, make a small athletics check to see if you get over a small gap, just to make sure that you can get the distance to get off.
Yes.
Okay. You start rushing forward and such, each heavy step, still caving in this building. You are starting to hear sparks rising from your side. This building is going up in flame.
17?
Pardon?
17 for athletics?
It's a small jump, but you manage to cross it without much trouble. Though, you slightly catch your foot over the side. If you were, normal weight at the moment, that would be easy. Right now, you feel very encumbered, but manage to get over. Jirax starts to stare at you. This massive eye illuminates you from the side and such as you spread out these massive dragon wings and are going to take a jump for it. And roll me athletics to see if your dragon wings can support a glide.
Okay. Okay.
I believe.
Oh, please. Then plus that. So that's a 15.
A 15. We'll say it's enough. So we'll make you glide 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you glide nice 30 feet until your wings like kind of immediately give out and such, and you slam into the middle of the large glass mural in the midst of the area. And this crack spirals out from the innards of it all, and you do hear the rumblings of more creatures, more zombies deep in the city who are alerted to the sudden noise.
I can just imagine once they hit the wall, like the glasses going down.
Absolutely. All right, that's gonna bring us to our favorite, Zombie 2! We love Zombie 2! Who is going to, once again, thrash onto poor Own. Nat 20. Why is that a nat 20?
7.
This is a fucking charred corpse. This is Burn Trap from FNAF Security Breach. Sorry for the spoiler shit.
Peepaw Zombie 2.
I gotta admit, I don't know what that means, so I'm not too worried.
You'll see. Alright, I'm so sorry, Own. You are going to take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
I'd say it rears back a little bit, and at that moment, its entire body just starts getting encased in metal. It's this, like, horrible reflection of what looks like an automaton, which is freaky to you, I'd say, because it's as if, like, someone made of muscle just suddenly formed in front of you from nothing. It's, like, raw wires of carbon and the like that is going to slam heavy into you.
Alright.
The poof of dust from the back of their head of just ash that just as like blowback. Partially pink mist too.
Oh.
Yucky,
like
I know. That's gonna be its turn. Holy shit, Hammy is sobbing. Alright, Charpay.
Okay, you.
Oh god, I'm so sorry, I'm bumping my mic.
It's okay. Now that I have a more of a line of sight to Jirax, is it still disadvantage if I were to shoot my bow?
No,
or is it still too far?
you're good.
Okay, because it worked last time. Like, I'm just fucking ignoring the zombie and just shooting around it.
As you should.
So I'm gonna try.
Beast.
That's 13. That doesn't do it.
13 does not do it. You draw back your arrow, and it goes zipping once again right past the side of this thing. Kind of right, you drew it a bit too far back. It goes over its head. Hi.
Okay. 21. I think that does it.
That does hit.
Excellent. That is 9 damage, and then one more.
Oh goodness. Hear me.
17. Does that hit?
Yes, 17 does hit.
Yay.
All right, so the second 2 arrows, we'll say that you load them both at once. Why not? Let's add some flourish. And
sure.
At the same time, they are both going to. Thank you for sniffing the mic. They are both going to into the eye. They both hit the middle of the eye, and this like ooze starts to drip from the center of it. And alongside that, a few worms just wriggle out with the current flow of eyeball liquid, we'll call it, as it almost looks like it's starting to melt. Like the iris and the pupil look like it's melting into the sclera as it's just starting to drip downwards. And Jirax just makes like this low metallic groaning noise.
Okay, I'm hoping this guy falls down. I'd like that. But yeah, that did 11 damage, so 20 total for those arrows.
Does not fall. All right, excellent.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so is that your turn? Do you want to move?
Yeah, she'll probably keep moving further to the left, trying to weasel through those alleyways. So she probably just like looks at this fucking zombie, is just like, hey, wanna come with? Don't. You don't get
5, 10,
runs.
15, 20, 25, 30. You squeeze through another alleyway, and roll me stealth to see if it loses track of you.
Okay, I can do that.
You're powerful enough.
Hey, 19.
19, excellent. You slip into the shadows. It seems to have completely missed where you went, and it stops chase. All right.
Excellent.
That brings us to Thrux. Stop giving me kisses. It's too many kisses.
I'm confused.
Yes, you are. So D8.
D8?
Yes.
I know, I forgot he was confused.
7.
Oh, God help you.
Okay, so confusion. Yummy. You don't need to lick, honey. Oh, sorry, it's a D10. Apologies. I was thinking of another stat block I had.
Let me roll that then. 6.
You don't need to use many kisses. You do not move or take actions this turn. You can take bonus actions.
You sure can.
I don't.
All right, Thrux, you pass your turn. You are I went to intermission. This is horrible. You're standing there completely deadly still, almost just like unable to process what's happening around you. There is this like static encompassing your entire brain. You're waiting for a command is what's happening right now. Excellent. I will make you roll a wisdom save to see if you get out of it now. Yummy.
Natural 20.
Hey, it's just that easy.
You manage to snap yourself back to yourself, so next turn you will be able to act normally without confusion.
Okay.
Okay, Thrux is over. Now it's time for Own.
All right, and I would like to see the battle map.
You can see it with your two eyes.
I already have a very good idea of what I'm going to be doing, which is going to be stupid, but all right, yeah. So
Please don't tell me you're point blank magic missiling. Please don't tell me you're gonna point blank magic missile.
Well, I am. But hold on. I read about magic missile. So, all right, I'm gonna cast magic missile. This is probably way too powerful, but don't worry, it's not just on. All right, I'm gonna cast magic missile at 5th level.
Why?
But hold on, you can send each missile to a different target.
Yes.
So I'm gonna send 2 to just to confirm the one in front of me, to the one in front of me, because I know my rolls. I don't trust it to die with only one hit, to be honest.
It has 1 hit point.
Then never mind. Then I'm gonna send 1 to that zombie, and then I'm gonna send the rest of the 6 remaining, because 5th level, 6 remaining at the other zombie.
Go wild. All right, roll for damage. You just like, as you look at the pen that's still kind of lodged into like your thumb cap and the like, you just decide it's not worth it and gather up the familiar energy of a magic missile and send them off, probably like wave them upwards as all 6 appear as like little darts above your head, and one at a time goes.
Actually, it's 7. One of them is going
7.
to the what occurred.
Okay, the one in the middle, the 7th one, shoots straight downwards for how much damage?
I mean, it does 3 damage.
It's gonna do 1 minimum. So let's see if it survives. Fucker's dead.
Yes.
Thank God.
Okay.
All right, and the
first one.
Two?
That was zombie 2. Goodbye. Finally. That first one
Finally.
shoots right through. I'd say the head. That's too easy. Let's say the neck. Singes a hole in the middle of it. A few half-formed baked pellets of worms just slop to the ground as it crumbles. And then onto the others.
Yep. That will be 25 under the zombie, the other zombie approaching Own.
And that one is going to get all of these darts just piercing in different parts of it, clawing and tearing open, singeing holes into its body, as it also drops to the ground, much less resilient than the other one, dropping and refusing to move once again. That is going to be...
Zombie.
That's zombie 4.
Cool. Now we're clear. Now I've cleared out some of the zombies. I'm very glad about that.
You are. You are glad. I don't know why I say it like that.
Thanks for confirming.
You're glad. I'm proud of you. Your actions have consequences. I will be promptly shooting you with an eye ray as it's Jirax's turn. And the multiple Eyestalks are starting to turn and contort, getting wildly out of control the more that time goes on. One is going to shoot off in the direction of Own, just like it shrieks and such as the 2 zombies crumble, as if parts of itself were taken away from it. And the other is going to turn around and shoot Charpay. Fuck a you. Okay.
That's alright.
Charpay, con save? Own con save.
Alright. I haven't rolled yet, but I'm gonna make a call yet that I'm going to get that my dice is going to screw me here. I don't know. I'm making
8
a bet.
damage, Charpay. 8 necrotic.
Okay.
I was wrong. That is going to be 19 plus 3.
Excellent.
Hey.
8 necrotic.
All right.
All right, as these 2, once again, bullet-like rays just shoot through things. To get to you, Own, it literally shoots through 2 layers of glass and somehow still knocks you in the side of the head. It goes perfectly through 2 windows like a sniper shot. And
Owen is just gonna go, her, but that was certainly a thought it made.
And from there, it is going to turn around and start descending slowly and moving towards where Triao is going. So it's going to descend 10 feet and move forward another 10. So weird moving large creatures. As its shadow begins to cast over you, Triao, it is moving towards you. Okay. That's gonna bring us to Zombie 3, the last of the zombies, who is just lost as fuck in an alleyway. No clue where it is. No clue where anyone is. So it is just going to turn around with just 5, 10, 15, 20, and start following Jirax. Excellent. Actually, you know what? I take it back. It's decided it's going to scale this building. Just like it's Jirax. So it scales the building next to it, starts getting 20 feet up. Seeds starts grabbing itself in, climbing up the side of it. Okay, which is going to bring us back around in initiative to, first off, Triao.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
I'm currently with my sister, but let me just think what to do.
Do you want to keep running towards the shoreline?
I think that is what I want to do, but while I run, is there any... do I see anything behind me, like Jason, like one of them was coming, right?
Well, Jirax is behind you and starting to descend upon you.
Okay, well, let's try to get out of there first, and then we can do the classic turn around, shoot, and keep running.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45... Ooh, 50. Okay. So you just start running as fast as you can down the boardwalk and such. Each step renders the glass more and more cracked beneath your feet, though behind you, as you do turn back to shoot, you actually see the first initial crack you made starting to seal itself up in metal sheen. As you turn around and you are going to attack with...
classic, you know what,
I sure do. Color brush. Do you want to just, like, poke the blue beneath you? The glass?
Let it be stated that cat was not allowed to be on my Xbox.
No, pardon? Your Xbox too? Let's go, King.
Alright, excellent.
I'm gonna do the glass and let's see if it hits. Yay. That does not hit. That's a 5 for that one.
Alright, it's gonna reflect it back at you.
Yeah. Well, so before I take that damage, let's just see for the other one too.
Yeah.
Oh no, not one, so I had to do the next one, even doubled.
Yikesies.
Okay.
Yikesies. Alright, so it is going to take these two brush attacks, these royal blues, that go into one another and start expanding with wild power. But before they get any further, that even through the dripping glow, like the dripping parts of the eye, it kind of lights up like a glow stick. Like glow stick fluid had been let loose inside of its eye and drips down to the ground as this chaotic magic is going to wrap again around your spell and send it right back at you. Comes right back at you, like Kirby.
Wow,
so,
Kirby.
Oh no! Okay, I'm doing the second.
It wasn't that 20 to hit.
Okay, the first one to myself was 5, and then the next one is gonna make me so mad because the first roll, it has to be doubled, and I'm so mad at it right now. Okay. I need to do this first. I get that down, and then why do I have to roll the highest attack on the double one? It's so stupid.
Oh, this is the worst.
5 and then plus something else, plus 7, of course, obviously, and then I have to times that by 2, so that's 40 damage to myself.
Okay, 40. Sorry, I just got sent my social security number, so I was like, okay. Yo, which I will not be doxing on the stream because bad.
Oh no.
So as this like chaotic energy comes back towards you, it is going to like fill up your entire body. Your veins alight with this blue color and such, and you are just splattered over the face with this like blue. It almost looks like war paint that is just like drenched over you, but it singes and bubbles like an acid.
It sucks.
You are close to the boat now, to which the lizard folk Mariana just says, "Hey, over here. Are there others out there?"
Yes, 3 more of my friends, but they're super far away, and now we have this guy following me, so...
Okay.
I don't know. It was a bad idea to come here instantly, but...
That's okay. We'll figure it out. Hopefully. Okay. Just get over here. Alright. And she'll wave you over.
I'll try.
Okay, with that, it is time for... Sorry. Social insurance number. Charpay.
Alright, you know what I'm about. I'm gonna probably 30 feet forwards following Jirax, and I'm gonna bow.
Okay, excellent. So as you start to run down the alleyway and such, you take out your bow and you're shooting as you run. 5, 10,
Sure.
15, 20, 25,
Okay.
30.
That's a 13. I know that doesn't do it.
13 whiffs just slightly into a building to the side.
17, I believe, does do it.
17 does hit. You hit it right in the back, the head, with a critical
Excellent.
hit noise from Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Excellent. And hey, not 20.
Hey, let's go. And the third one, it turns one of its eye stalks to you, and you load your bow back and immediately shoot one. It goes flying through the air, plunges deep into the eye stalk for...
It's 21 damage total for both shots.
Ooh, excellent. And this eye stalk bursts just like into this display of goop that just like falls into the cracks in the floor and starts getting merged inside of it in the glass display canister and such. It goes very deep into the actual eye stalk itself and partially ruptures out the side of it. Where, once again, this eye stalk is going to slack to the side and starts pumping full of wriggling masses instead.
Ooh, okay. How high up is it right now? Is it still
30 feet up?
Still 30 feet up. Okay. I assume it's not falling.
No.
No. Okay. But yeah, that's good to know.
No, not falling.
Can I see the Triao and Mariana?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, because she's probably not going to do much. Like, if they're looking in her direction, she's just going to wave a little bit.
Mariana is going to, like, take her arms and just, like, over here! Over here!
Right, yeah, and she will note that, and that'll be her turn.
Okay, excellent. So, bringing us to...
Me?
Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin!
So, Thrux is going to go ahead and use his movement to get closer to, like, the alley.
Charpay went through?
No. We're actually I'm gonna go ahead and start moving through, like, those 3 things. And try to get down to the square and everything.
Okay,
visible.
5.
I'm going to go ahead and, if possible, bonus action dash so I can make the whole thing happen. But as I'm running by, can I go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast on the zombie stealing the thing?
On the alleyway?
Yeah.
You absolutely can. Right as you run past it,
that's funny.
You catch it to the side. It just starts turning to you.
I do a jump twirl with my Eldritch Blasting.
Absolutely.
For a good old fashioned, you know.
I don't.
10 to hit.
What is it?
10 to hit.
So with your sick twirl in the air, you cast your hand out, and it flies right over the zombie's head, to which it just goes like...
And I should
start stumbling.
I should start going back. I'm not going back, but like I just keep moving.
Yep, you move past, ignoring your blunder. You end up right next to Charpay, behind Jirax.
Don't you worry, guys. It was actually a 9 to hit, not a 10. Whew.
Wow.
Almost thought it was higher for a second there.
Oh, that would have been horrible.
Oh, no.
Oh, and it's your turn. You are in the middle of fuck all nowhere.
Yup. All right. So I'm thinking I want to. Can you scroll the map by any chance, to where Triao is? Because I would like to see that.
Yes, that's what I am doing. There you go.
Okay.
We'll see if it catches up.
It's on its way. Hold on. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. So I'm thinking, honestly, for now, it's gonna keep moving through this alleyway. Probably gonna dash with my action and just move as far down as I can. Just the
excellent. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It's a bit of a squeeze here. I'm gonna make you roll acrobatics.
Please. No. What? Okay. First of all, my cat just attacked my dice from under my desk because Well, no, don't worry. It didn't affect it. It's sad, honestly, because I wish I could re-roll this. But
you can easily call cat scuff if you truly wish to.
No. I definitely cannot because the cat was under the desk. It's a glass desk, so the cat saw me under.
That's very funny, though.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 9 for Dex.
So you start running through the alleyway, and as your like metal side starts scraping against the side of it, you realize I hate how comedic this is, but as it's like screeching against against the side of the walls, you look down, you see your feet like running, but you are not moving forward. You are completely lodged.
Cool. Well,
and you start to hear down the alleyway the sounds of zombied rumbling.
Oh god.
Okay, question. I said dash, but you only said 30. Wait, what is?
You got stuck.
Well, the question is, could I dimension door?
Yes, you could. There is a new zombie. Can you add that zombie 5 to the end of initiative, please?
Yes, I
Thank
can.
you.
Honestly, I'm thinking I want a dimension door.
You see the creature. It is a human, and like half of its body by now is covered in like this metallic growth. And you take a look at it, and are you dimension dooring?
Yeah, I'm gonna dimension door as close as I can to Triao and the rest.
What's the reach of dimension door? Sorry,
I believe it's 500 feet, but I'm not 100% certain.
Haha. Well, then you can make it to Triao.
Let me double check on that real fast.
I believe that's correct.
I believe it is.
Yeah, it's 500 feet. Yeah.
What the fuck? All right. Do you want to just appear next to Triao?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So, that's the zombie. The zombie cannot teleport, as far as you know. You just swoop in front of right next to Triao in like this resplendent, like reaching grasp of magical tendrils, and just explode into the scene and land onto the ground unstuck right next to Triao.
What does suck is that now I am out of dimension doors, so hopefully we don't need it again, at least until a long rest. But I am not looking to, honestly, I'm not looking to fight a zombie, at least like that on my own, because my rolls are just saying no so much tonight that I just...
You appear next to Triao, see the boat in the distance. You do kind of look behind you, see Jirax descending as well behind you all.
Yeah, I figured that, but at least I'm not alone here. I don't make my stand alone in a dark alley.
So true.
Looking right now.
Pardon?
Where's Jirax looking?
Okay, one eye stalk is looking at Thrux and Charpay. The front eye is looking at Owen and Triao. The other eye stalks are just fucking dangling and still.
That's crazy.
The last one is just like scanning the area.
Oh boy.
I'm going to take a layer action, as you do in the college, in the community college, and I am going to. We're going to do some slimy terrain, actually. So, from the two eye stalks that are currently out of commission, this puddle of like brain matter ooze is going to start dripping to the ground. I have made so many ooze noises this session. You can't say I haven't. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Whoop. Let's make that radius. Yes! Radiuses are probably the most fucked up thing in D&D, I think. That's my take of the day. Okay, and this slimy radius is going to appear around Jirax. And there are worms inside of it, just infesting and crawling through it. Yeah. Sorry, Thrux. And that is going to be its layer action, as it just like does a little stream of that onto the ground and starts dripping, spreading. All right, so we are going to go to... That is to Thrux. No, it was just Owen's turn. That is going to be to Jirax. Excellent. Sorry. Apologies for not remembering my own initiative order.
That's
Time
right.
to... I'm going to drop from the sky. I am just going to drop. I'm going to recatch myself with hover. Okay, I do recatch myself with hover, 5 feet off the ground. So that is going to take 5 feet of movement. And so I'm going to use the rest of the 15 to move forwards, leaving that trail of ooze with me. 5, 10, 15. I'm on my way. And unfortunately, that ooze follows Jirax. And the ooze, and is going to expand. Let me see if I can expand it. I sure can. Yes. Yes, queen. All right, so that expands forward, leaving a dripping puddle behind him as he starts moving forward, and from there is going to cast a sensible eye ray on Triao and Own. So both of you make a wisdom save for Own, and that is going to be a dexterity save for Triao.
I'm feeling very good about this. Wisdom's a good one for Own. So that's good.
Yikers.
Okay, 21. You are not confused, thankfully. And that was what for Triao?
9.
Unfortunately, 2 worms are going to kind of emerge from the puddle and such, and they're going to start squeaking forward and such. They slip through a crack in the glass, appear through one behind, like right under your foot, crawl up your ankle, and are going to go in the back of your... there, like that horrible divot at the back of your knee. That place. And are going to start burrowing into you. 2 piercing damage, because there's 2 worms. Let's go... Then, from there, yeah, let's go back to zombie number 3, who is just on his own in the middle of an alleyway, missed an eldritch blast, miserable, maidenless, sad. So 5, 10, 15, 20 is going to start once again following the pack to Jirax. It's sick of this shit. It is going to do another horrible screech. Which is going to hit Charpay and Thrux, so roll me intelligence saving throws for me.
Can I charisma that, please?
You can charisma.
Yay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's gonna be 10. That's gonna be 8.
I got a 24.
Okay. Thrux, you fall to the ground paralyzed once again, as it just reverberates in your skull. And Charpay, you managed to keep your composure. Excellent. And worm inside the alleyway, or zombie inside the alleyway, is just gonna start going forwards. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's like probably not gonna have any bearing on the fight, but it's moving. All right, bringing us to top of initiative, Triao.
Well, yeah. I got worms in me, right?
You do have worms in you, so you're gonna have to do that medicine.
Medicine, that motherfuckers. Yeah, why do I always get a nat 20 for these?
Yo! Okay, but that's good, though. So, once again, with incredible precision, you, once again, just, like, take your claws, pinch them into the backs of your knees, and grab them, pull them out. There are now 2 bleeding holes from there that kind of squirt out with blood from behind you. And you feel your tendons, like, have been moved and pushed out of the way, so it hurts like hell. But you keep your composure, kill those fucking worms.
Yay.
Yay! And that's your action. Do you want to just, like, do the rest of the movement to get onto the boat?
Yes, #slay, yes.
Alright, so at this point, you're gonna start running over to the edge of the water. You do have to swim out a bit. Mariana looks at you and just goes, do you think you can make that gap? It's a bit of a swim, but I can't risk getting close to land right now.
I'm a bit heavy. I'm not a good swimmer, but we would still try. They're gonna go for it.
Okay. Alright, so you're going to have to make an athletics check to see if you sink.
You're good at that.
I'm good at athletics. That's a 15.
A 15? Yikes.
Yeah, because it got a 2, and then I have a +8, and then a +5.
So you get about 15 feet out into the waves, and that is when these lakes... there's legends of these lakes. You wouldn't know of them. You're not from Yashandale, none of you are. But you're supposed to typically ride a gator or a boat, because these lakes have drop-offs that go down 300 feet.
Oh.
And you reach...
Hey, there's no worms down there.
It's so clear that you would never guess that the drop is that much. Like, if you look down, you would like reasonably think that your feet can easily touch the bottom. but as you start wading out Triao, you feel your foot slip forward, and before you can start paddling on top of the water, you just sink and start descending. And you are going to descend 30 feet down.
You know the good thing about being lizard-born?
You can hold your breath for 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. I believe it's that you can hold your breath for 10 minutes. Am I right?
Let me check. I have it on my...
That sounds right.
I just took it from online, and it says here up to 15 minutes at a time, but I feel like that's too much.
Let me take a look. It is 15 minutes, yeah.
Okay, 15 minutes, it's even more. So you quickly hold your breath and start plunging underwater. Unfortunately, the really icky saline water is going to get into all the holes that the worms have punctured into you, and it's gross. You're leaving a trail of red behind you as you just start to sink. Alright, which is going to bring us to Charpay. There's no more pesky zombies at the front of initiative to deal with.
Alright, so is Thrux in the worm radius right now? What's happening with that?
Thrux is in the worm radius, and...
Can I scoop him out of the worm radius?
You can scoop him out of the worm radius, though you're going to have to roll a dexterity saving throw to see if any worms from the worm radius come and get you.
Okay, I'll try. That's a 9. They're gonna get me.
That's a 9. You do manage to pull Thrux out, though as you're doing this, from your wrist and such, one of the worms crawls up and is going to start embedding itself. There is a vein right here. It's gonna start trying to squeeze into...
Oh, God.
Oh, holy shit. Sorry, we're getting flooded by bots. Why are they here?
Oh.
How do I get rid of them? Where are they? Let me ban them. Bye. Die.
Gone.
Thank you. Alright. I literally...
Anyway.
I opened their Twitch page. What's going on? Anyway.
I saw the Doge that Blizzard said.
Why were there 3 of them?
That's too many.
Oh, because they do that.
They come in packs.
That's so true.
Holy fuck.
Anyway, Thrux has been scooped. Like, I'm just kind of imagining that Charpay just, like, kind of, like, has him by the ankles, and she's like, okay, let's go, buddy. And she's gonna cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
Right, I guess, can I go onto the boat with the Dimension Door?
I think you can, actually. So I bumped it. I'm so sorry. You grab Thrux, scoop him up. There are worms starting to embed into you, but you just kind of like bite through that pain and Dimension Door Thrux right onto the boat. And the second that you do appear on the boat like shifts with this horrible amount of weight that you've just let onto it. And Mariana holds on for dear life and just goes like, okay.
Sorry. Hi.
Hi. I'm getting the sense that you're infected.
Yeah, a little. Try to be on that side of the boat. I'm very sorry. Hi.
Okay, sure. Is everyone there infected?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to bail if we make our way out of this. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is going to bring us to Thrux, to my knowledge. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. And
You're on the boat now.
I'm paralyzed still.
You're paralyzed. You are.
So pass.
Paralyzed on the boat. Pass. All right, Own.
Yeah, well, this certainly is a predicament for our old robot here, eh?
Maybe a little bit of one.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use another spell slot, but I have an idea. Oh, I'm in so much pain. I'm running out of slots. My idea is Own could probably levitate themselves over to the boat, right?
Yeah, they could.
See that?
Actually, levitate only extends to 500 feet or 500 pounds.
Are you more than 500 pounds? Maybe.
Own is more than 500 at the moment.
That's fucked up.
Well, Own levitated themselves. Oh, at the moment. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
This makes sense.
I did calculations for how heavy everyone is. It's basically if you take like the chemical weight per volume or like weight for whatever of carbon and times it with the fucking math and shit of like the height of people, that's the weight, and it's a lot. Like
well,
I genuinely think Owen is in the 1,000 range, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Well, So I guess, oh man, I'm gonna have to try crossing the water because even though robot, I feel like automatic think, but probably.
You can sure fucking try to athletics this.
All right. If I ever need a nat 20, this is it. But you know, I'm not.
Pray.
I believe.
Prage.
I mean, it's not god awful, but it's definitely not a nat 20.
Oh no.
That is gonna be a 17.
A 17? You wade out first into the water. You saw how Triao sunk down. You can't hold your breath. You don't have breath, but still you look at this water and think, oh, I'm going down. And you still just kind of take those tentative steps forward and start trying to wade over top of it, the classic pizza stroke. You sink 15 feet down. Not the 30 of Triao, but you do get swallowed under the waves, horns sticking out slightly by the peaks, and you're starting to go down. But not 30 feet at a time, 15 feet at a time, as you're kind of desperately kicking and paddling to try and get up.
Yeah.
But you're also getting waterlogged, which is going to make you heavier.
Oh man, I have no idea how to do this its own without this happening.
Good luck is how. Okay, so that is good for
you know I don't have!
Then perish, I'm sorry. So, you guys are all either in the water or on the boat at this point. I don't think anyone is left on land. Yep, you guys have gotten out of, like, generally the vicinity of things. Jirax is going to float forward, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and is going to let out another ear-piercing shriek, which has a radius of 120 from Jirax, so everyone, please make me an intelligence saving throw.
Yay.
Not a natural one.
I would like to charisma that.
Yes, you may.
Oh, I mean, not 20!
Yo!
And if I
9 plus 2 is 11 plus 5. 11 plus 5 is 16.
Okay, so, Own and Triao, you are too muffled by the water to fully hear it. Even though water, sound travels over water, it doesn't really travel as well underwater. So you're not getting the same effect as everyone else is. Triao, you stand your ground, hardened, and, like, well, you're sinking. You're part of the water squad. Thrux. You are paralyzed already, so it doesn't actually do anything, but you are just even more paralyzed, so we're just gonna go ahead and make it brutal and say that you can't even blink at the moment, and your eyes are drawn open, and they're actively drying out. And
Make
them gecko. Sharpay?
Yeah, 13.
13. You keep your bearings, as does Mariana. Yeah. It is going to eye-ray onto the people it can see, which is Thrux and Charpay. So
that's all right.
I don't think.
Fail.
Yeah, automatic fail, unfortunately. Which is going to be worm rays for the both of you. So please make me a dexterity saving throw, Charpay.
That's a dirty 20.
So its eye stalk raises up, and it is just going to like shoot out some worms that travel all the way through the air like bullets, and then land onto the dock.
Does it do damage?
One piercing, yes.
Okay, well that's fine.
I
just hear bullets, and I'm like, well.
No, it's just a projectile worm is all. Relatively harmless, besides the whole zombification thing, which is a bit of a problem. So one of the worms shoots out, and a few of them actually are going to land onto the dock, like trailing with them or not the dock, onto the boat itself, trailing with them some ooze. And Charpay, you manage to stomp at some. Mariana just like smashes them with her fucking lizard tail, just like, get off this thing! Okay, we have to go! But unfortunately, neither of you catch the ones that start to enter from the tip of Thrux's tail, which is dragging slightly across the ground, even if in Charpay's grasp. And I think at this point, we're going to go out of initiative, as Own and Triao are sinking under the water rapidly. Mariana, Charpay, and Thrux are on the boat, which is starting to rapidly sink, based on Charpay's mass ton at the moment. And things are bad. Jirax is still following you guys, so people on the boat, Thrux, you start to regain your composure from the paralysis, but not before. the worm embeds within you for 1 healing. There's still the possibility to take it out,
Oh.
but
Yeah, I have a worm in me I need to deal with.
Okay. That's actually really good. That is a dirty 20 to get him out.
A dirty 20. As the skin starts to heal over from your tail, you actually like feel your muscles jolt to life and such. They're a bit stiff for a moment. Like if you wanted to raise it above your head, you can't. But luckily, your tail muscle is thick enough to like slam on the ground a few times, which wriggles the thing out of it. To which you take your claws, pierce it, pull it out. What do you do with it?
I immediately just throw it towards like the area that Jirax is.
You throw it that direction, it miserably plinks into the water and starts sinking down.
I don't give a I wasn't trying to hit him with it. I'm just like throwing it away. But he looks up and goes, so far I'm not affected, guys.
That's good. Only problem is that the ship is going down right now. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Mariana Delacroix.
Do they not?
I'm Thrux. Thrux, yeah, Thrux.
Cool. Hi, Thrux.
Did they say that they don't like the water? Is that a thing?
To my knowledge, they don't like the water. At least they can't travel through it. The infected can't because they're too heavy.
Okay, well, I mean, Charpay can, fucking do, alter self to aquatic adaptation. I'm about to head out.
You're just gonna swim?
I
will
guess
say,
so.
The water is clear if you'd like to perception and look through the deep deep water.
I'm terrible. Oh, also I need to medicine to deal with my worm. I'll probably fail.
Own and Triao, I would like you both to make athletics checks to see if you start swimming your way up to the surface.
Okay.
Can I make a perception check as well?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank God.
So we are first going to go to the perception checks, then the swimming folk.
Oh, thank God.
This one's bad.
Okay,
Well, get better, bro.
For people who don't remember, I have disadvantage on perception checks because
I don't know how to spell athletics.
I have 5.
Oh yeah, the one eye.
And that's 2 19s in a row.
I got 5 for my athletics check. I'm honestly,
Nice.
I'm honest to God wondering if I should use my
So that's a 30.
my move to change this
criminal
to
shift?
success. I'm not using it quite yet. I'm not using it yet because I want to give it one more roll in a second to see if I can swim upwards. But I'm getting worried about it. So
Okay, so to look for the worms. That is Charpay. You are too focused on trying to get the worm out of you, though I believe it sealed itself in earlier. Did it not? Yeah.
I believe so.
The DC for sealed worms is 18. So even if you take your scythe to it and tear open a hole, it just doesn't seem to be there anymore. You don't feel anything wriggling. It is disintegrated. And we'll get to you in a moment on what happens there. Though you do start to feel heavily nauseous in a way. Not like throwing up nauseous, but more like just kind of like your head really hurts. Okay, and that is going to be nothing for perception. Thrux, 30 perception. You nervously peer over the side of the boat. It's slightly starting to sink, with like water starting to bubble over the surface. And you stepping to the side doesn't fully help, so you do step back, but you still manage to have caught a glimpse, and a very good one at that. That what she means by they don't like water is that they can't swim. Doesn't mean that the surface of the water at the bottom, the bed of the ocean, the bed of the river is entirely worms.
Oh, dear God. Okay. Thrux is gonna be like, okay, boats. I'm in my element. And is going to go ahead and start. Let's see. Do I have anything off the top of my head that will help?
Mariana's gonna start throwing off her beloved kitchen tools off the side of the boat.
Oh no.
Thrux is gonna say, okay, do you have any buckets?
I have pots.
Okay, Thrux is gonna take one of those and start bailing. Fucking
Okay, excellent. We're gonna start bailing, so we're gonna do, what should we do for that? Bailing. Let's make it survival, because I feel like that would be a survival thing. Meanwhile,
can I help?
Yes, you can. Meanwhile,
I don't suppose I could ask for advantage on that because I am familiar with boats.
Yes, you can actually absolutely ask for that because you are trained in boatsmanship. Now we are going to go to those sinking in the water. As
Thank God, that's a natural 20 because with the 2 and then it became natural 20.
Own and Triao, as you start to descend into the ocean, beneath you, you do see the wriggling mass of worms underwater. They're able to crawl on top of each other, and from what you can guesstimate, because as from the top-down view, things look eerily flat when water is very, very deep. Though underwater is when you get the scale of it from, like, a vertical perspective. And you can tell that the worms have, like, crawled on top of each other to make up 50 feet of height. And they're starting to upwards to try and make a mountain to reach you all. But there are tons down there, and you guys are starting to sink rapidly. Though Triao, with your immense strength, you manage to just engage your muscles enough, and probably even using the wings itself, the strong draconic power, to just, like, push yourself upwards. It's really a struggle. It's like you're wearing weighted boots and such, and you've been just, like, flung into the ocean. It feels like you're attached to a slab of concrete. But you do manage to get enough strength to lift it up from your legs. Just
let's go.
Tiny lizard folk swimming incredibly hard for your life. What did you get for
It was 5. It was 5, so...
Own, you sink 50 feet. You start to try and paddle up, but you are starting to rapidly waterlog and fill. The mimic cloak is gurgling underneath the water.
No.
And it is also going to attempt to athletics to see if it can get you up. It gets you up 15 feet until it can't swim anymore, and it is going to start to drown.
No!
Oh, no. All right. Well,
Time to just lungs!
can I roll again now for athletics?
You can.
All right.
Triao, by this time, you breach to the top of the water.
That's gonna be 16 for athletics. Or not. Wait a minute. I've been. Oh no! Oh, for the last roll. Oh my god! I didn't add my. I was reading my acrobatics, not athletics. Oh no! For the last one, it wouldn't have been 5. It would have been 6. But plus my. It would have been 11. It would have been 11 for the last one. For this one.
Wouldn't have done anything.
Cool. For this one, that is gonna be 14 plus 3, 17 plus 5. So, what is that? 21.
21. You managed to push yourself, so you've sunk, you've sunk 40 feet because 15 something math. You managed to push yourself up 30 feet with this, like, sudden rush of movement, just, like, trying to use all of your strength and your wires to push yourself upwards and such. Your heart is pounding in your chest. It feels very raw with actual water, like, rubbing against it in there. But you start to push yourself upwards. You're almost at the top. The mimic cloak takes some damage and is rapidly flailing.
Oh god.
I'm trying.
Can Thrux by any chance see them?
Yes. Yeah, we'll say that you can.
Can he? And I'm gonna ask for Charpay's help on that. Use his grappling hook and try to pull Own up because he's.
I mean,
Sure.
It's like it's like 1,000 pounds right now. What is the approved weight of that grapple hook?
I know.
Sure.
Can I try?
You can attempt, absolutely. I mean, do you want to? How do you
Natural-
rally this? Natural 20.
Let's go. Yeah, natural 20. Fucking hell! I see like the flailing of like the mimic cloak. I just like quickly put down the pot, blast it out, start pulling and being like, "Help! It's not a good day for strength, so kill me."
Yeah, okay. Okay, she'll help.
This
So
is going to be a
natural
thing
20.
where a natural 20 is really good. However, the DC is like so high at this point. I have like a mental number in my head. It would be a combined roll, though I will count the natural
Okay.
20 as a 30 instead, we'll say.
Should I just roll strength?
Yeah,
Or
athletics.
Athletics, okay. That is, hey, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, excellent. So that is going to be so a 30, 20,
should
so
I-
that's 50.
Should
50.
I add my expertise to this if it's
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
20?
Probably.
Okay, so if that's gonna count as if the nat 20 alone, then that's gonna be 40 on my part.
Ooh, okay, a 40 plus a dirty 20. Mariana can add to it. She'll add
Thank
a
you,
sensible
Mariana.
6.
Thank you, Mariana.
She grabs on, she just goes like, should I be helping here?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she reaches out, grabs like you by the back and such. Charpay's like we're all grabbed on in a line, or probably like reaching forward, tug of war style, each grabbing a little bit of the grappling hook, and in like perfect precision, locked down to the ground, heaving backwards, one at a time on Thrux's call, and Own starts to surface in like a few numbers of jerks up above the water. The boat is actively starting to sink with this, unfortunately. Like on one side it's tipping over, water is starting to flood on top. I don't know if you've ever been on rickety docks before and one person is on putting up too much weight on one side, but it's like that. So it's starting to flood on and cover your guys' feet, and eventually, though, you manage to at least surface Own as Own is being, like, dragged behind the boat. Head over the water, mimic cloak, just...
Yeah, for the sake of the boat, could I get off at this point? Can I try to start swimming?
Yeah,
'Cause
okay,
I-
at this point...
I can-
At this point, Charpay, you bail off the side. Roll athletics.
Yeah, I can do aquatic adaptation. Will that help me at all?
Yes, you can breathe underwater.
I can.
What time
So,
is
yeah.
it?
That's a
You wouldn't know.
16?
Unless you rolled survival to look at, like, the position of things.
Sure, I'll do that.
15, sorry?
16.
16? Okay, you do manage to keep a little bit to the top of the water.
That's
Yeah.
3 natural 20s in a row.
I know.
I wish I had April.
For checking the time, it is about 12:45, 12:47. Or not 12, 11:47.
Ah, fuck, I shit up, bitch.
Oh,
So,
just gonna say, maybe I went a little bit too hard on checking the time via the sun, which I imagine is something that Thrux has done before, so he definitely...
it's the moon at this point. You've like, actually, let's just say that with a nat 20, you managed to infer the time by the way the tides are moving.
Thrux just goes, okay, well, not yet, and just kind of goes,
What does that
"So,
mean?
it's called, I have a slight idea, but I need my curse to activate first, and that's a weird thing to say.
Is your curse dangerous or good?
It
I mean, it's a
fucks
curse.
me up. If
Okay.
it fucks me up, it probably won't fuck... I might be really mean or sassy,
I'll keep it in mind.
or very stupid. But
Okay.
my idea is basically if I can get more buff or whatever, I can swim underneath and hold the boat up. That being
Okay,
said,
that might be good. By the way, you guys are both still tug-of-warring Own, like, over the water. You're being dragged behind, like, a surfaced anchor, being dragged by a tugboat at the moment.
How is Triao doing, by the way?
Oh yeah, Triao is just doggy paddling.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Can
Okay.
I go ahead and add just a little bit of flavor to Thresh
Yeah.
for a minute?
For sure.
Lux is fucking beaten and battered. He is bleeding out of every orifice that he has. His eye hole is full of just like slime left over from
Gunk.
worms that have gone into it, and he is disgusting. His hands are actively shaking while he pulls it. He looks fucking exhausted to shit, and just is fucking. I'm almost gonna say he's like slightly. It makes us kind of blue in the way that it's just
Yes.
this like tense. His veins per se, even though he's a little bit, would be like top like near his head.
All right. Excellent. So you guys are all coasting over the top of the water. Mariana looks up. Should we still be worried about that?
Yeah.
Jirax is
that
going
is-
to start shooting some eye beams at you guys.
Yeah.
It is going to shoot one at Thrux and Mariana.
What kind?
What's up, Mariana?
That's gonna be a dex save.
Dex save. Okay,
Five.
Mariana.
that is going to be 10.
So once again, these two worms just like shoot from the sky, land on both of you. On Mariana, it lands on her neck and starts burrowing into it. She's like, oh god, it's in me. Oh no. And to you, it's gonna start going into it's gonna like fold under your hat and start going in the base of the back of your skull. You guys do need to let
God.
go of Own to get it.
Yeah, Thrux quickly messes its own. I'm so freaking sorry. Let's go.
Can I?
You let go without warning Mariana, and she jerks forward, goes headfirst into the water.
Oh,
no!
Can Charpay try to grab the grappling hook while it's sinking at least?
Sure, roll
First off,
athletics
I
to keep
want to
Own.
take my grappling hook off Own. Like that one might be.
Oh, okay then. You unhook it from Own, and it comes zipping back past you, Mariana. Let's go at the right amount of time. She's gonna roll an Own roll athletics.
Quick,
Yeah.
Oh no! Thrux will quickly toss. I'm
Cool.
forgetting her-
Crap. Oh no!
My dagger. and
Oh
also-
no, guys! Oh
Sorry,
no!
Real quick, Thrux, what's going on?
So, I tossed Mariana my dagger, one of my dagger, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it out with my sword. Basically, I'm trying to feel. I'm like, dig it out. That's how we get rid of this.
Okay, she just like winces, pulls it out, and is
19
bleeding pretty
minutes.
heavily from her jugular. She also got a 19, so you guys both managed to get your worms out. She kicks hers overboard and just like.
Thrux just
This is
Thrux
so
takes
bad.
it, breaks it in half, throws it into the water again.
So I got a nat 1 on S.
Yeah. Yeah.
By any chance, because according to my seat, I have an inspiration die. Can I use that inspiration right now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, and I forgot, inspiration is just another d20.
D10.
We had one that was a D20. The rest are
D10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at the
The
very
one
least.
I've talked about before is Homer. So,
Yeah, no. I was just double checking because I don't use my inspiration very often. I'm just gonna Google real quick. I don't remember what this dice looks like. It's in my head. I'm not. I mean, at least it's not gonna be a nat 1. Which
That's
is
true.
okay. That's gonna become 10.
Okay. 10 still.
Oh, actually,
isn't-
wait a minute. Do I add my modifier now? Since it's not a nat 1.
Yes.
Okay. Then if it's athletics, then
Actually,
that
no,
will be.
no. When you add from a nat 1, I think it just like adds on to it. Basically, you're
I'm-
building off of a nat 1 without modifiers. To my knowledge, or at least that's how I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fuck it and say it, because funny.
It's not funny to me.
So, with a 10, Own, you start sinking once again as the grappling hook unhooks, and once again, you just immediately. Do you say anything as you're going down?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh! Under the water. Another 30 feet down.
All right.
Mariana
Well-
looks down and just goes, uh-oh. Were we supposed to do that?
Kinda had to.
Yeah, I
this-
guess so.
It's this. With that, Thrux just goes, go look down and see where Ona's thinking.
Own is sinking.
Thrux sighs. Hold the fort.
Okay.
Thrux is gonna jump into the water, dive underneath to. Can he get to Ona?
Yes, we'll say that you can. It's kind of like how an iguana swims underwater with like a very fluid movement that's like an up and down swim, using the tail to propel.
Yeah, Thrux gets to Ona. Looks at Ona, sighs.
Underwater, a couple bubbles come out.
Exactly. Grabs Owen by the hand. Goes ahead. Yeah, super heavy. Admittedly, probably a little bit lighter than I expected because water does make you somewhat lighter. No.
Own is waterlogged, though. Own is a mechanical
That's true.
construct, so in the
That's
circumstance of this, it would be like grabbing onto the sinking Titanic and attempting to pull that up.
So let me see. Give me 1 second. Threx is gonna go ahead and just grab my ideas. I forgot that I ran out of spell slot, so it's less important, it's less capable now. Gonna grab Owen, and he's just gonna try to pull him, give him advantage on any checks coming up.
Okay. Roll athletics at advantage, Owen.
All right.
Hi, Google.
All right. That's gonna
Hi.
be
I'm
17
Google.
plus plus, I believe, 3. So that will be already a dirty 20 plus 5 because I have
Nice. Excellent. Okay, so Own. With sudden push of strength and the help of Thrux, you guys do start making your way up to the surface with very heavy strokes and such, until eventually the both of you surface at the top of the water. Probably like that kind of crocodile thing where you're like half cut off by the water, but you start making your way through it. And luckily, with all of these checks over and everything done, let's make everyone quickly roll stealth to see if the bleeding-eyed Jirax loses you all.
Oh.
No. Doggy cuddling stealth.
Oh my
Okay.
god, why
That's gonna
can't I
be
not get...
I'm just gonna put it bluntly. That's
My fucking stealth. Where did it go? Okay, it's a different dice. I don't know where my fucking dice went.
Mariana is actually going to take out this bottle that she has, pop the cork open, and start laying it out. It's a bottle of pure fog that she leads behind the boat itself. So she gets advantage, and she succeeds. Alright, let's go down the line. Thrux, what'd you get?
25.
25. Yep, you managed to perfectly stay a little bit under the water so that you're barely even grazing a trail. You avoid the sight line.
I will note too, though, I know what's coming. I'm with Own.
Yes.
So.
Own, what'd you get?
Well, I got 8.
Your horns are peeking out of the water, though I'll give you advantage, because, you know, Thrux Thrux could pull you down a little bit.
Nope, that's... Oh my god. Luckily with advantage, but that's a nat 1 there. So, what is with my dice giving me nat... I've gotten so many nat 1s this season, and not a single nat 20.
I'm sorry.
So that's still gonna be 8.
Charpay, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
Oh. And Triao?
I got a 15.
Okay, 15. Triao and Thrux, you guys, small lizards in the water, waiting there. All of the lizards in this scenario are completely hidden. The masters of stealth, the lizard squad.
True.
It is going to do one last eye beam. As you guys start to easily make haste past it, it only has like 20-foot movement speed. You guys easily start to dwarf its distance and such. Or increase the distance between the two of you guys until the fog starts to cover you all. But before that, it charges up 2 last eye beam. And I'm going to have Own and Charpay roll me that dexterity saving throw of worms.
I would like to charisma that.
You may.
Hey, nice.
Dirty 20.
Okay. A worm flies through your horns like a goal hoop, lands in front of you, plops, sinks down to the ground.
Can Thrux just quickly, while it's drowning, just take out his dagger and just slice it in half?
You do. You just cause a bit of a splash above you. Charpay?
17.
17. It also plunks next to you and starts sinking into the ocean.
And she just kind of like bats it away.
Splash it out of the way. And after that, the receding cries of Jirax start to fade into the distance. Those metallic shrieks that sound like your own vocal cords were strung with like the electric strings of a guitar. It just sounded inhuman in a sense. And eventually you are able to breathe sighs of relief as the land of Abjur's sanctuary comes upon you all, covered as well in this thick, misty fog alongside that of the ship. It sneaks into view. The fog in there is dark. It brings with it a metallic smell that permeates through the air. Torches are ablaze in the streets, sending streaking lights throughout the fog, spinning like a lighthouse on a foggy sea voyage. You're not supposed to approach lighthouses, and yet you all draw near. Through the fog, you guys see a couple of figures. Just 2 of them, actually, in a small clearing. You see Aaron Vidal, which is the Were-Tiger district officer of Evocators Boulevard. And next to him, a Merilith. Much like a Lamia, they're a snake-tailed humanoid, and they're wearing a loose-fitting gown, wielding within their 6 arms many different, noticeably well-crafted blades. They're doused in blood and molten metal. At their tail is a mass number of bodies scattered across the floor, pulsing slightly, suturing themselves back together with those metallic tendrils from before. But for now, they are still. And Aaron and the Merilith look exhausted. with their weapons still drawn and ready for combat. And very immediately, Aaron, who is wearing these two gauntlets that look something akin to lion dancers, helmets and heads and such, the head of a lion dancing figure. I forget exactly what they're called, but I think you know what I'm talking about. One of them crackles in the mouth of it with electricity, the other with fire, and immediately he punches through a bit of the fog, and the fire burns it up as he looks off in the distance, like holding up the armor and such, and just generally getting in a position to strike. His tiger tail flicks and just goes, "Do you come in peace? Are you yourselves?"
I am not infected, Thrux just immediately says, if that is what you're asking.
It's you. Come quickly.
Can Thrux on this boat ride by any chance take one of his balm of healing?
Yeah, you can. And at this point, you guys start to surface from the water and draw yourselves up, soggy and wet, and make your way onto the solid ground of Abjur's sanctuary. Or Abjur's promenade. Evocator's Boulevard. I mixed up all the words.
Fair.
Let me just quickly grab my... Okay. That Thrux is doing a lot better now, gamers. Let me tell you.
Mariana is gonna wait at the shore to help, like, Own and Charpay and Triao out of the water.
Pedal.
All right, and as you guys get to the top and such, you are met in the middle by the Lamia and Aaron as they draw near, close to you all. And Aaron looks with this, like, they're very tall, tiger folk, and they have this, like, bright kind of smile that is heavily worn with exhaustion from the entire day of seemingly fighting. And just kind of, you look infected.
Yeah, not doing so hot.
All of us, but Kevin here, I think it's the name you know him as.
Just call me Thrux at this point.
Okay. Thrux. All of us, save for Thrux, are infected.
Well, if you're infected, you should really get to Cirrus soon, but if you do need a moment to lay low, we have a bit of a sanctuary here set up. That would be in my base, if you were wondering. It's nice to meet you. I am Hyojin of Hyojin's Blades. The Merilith lets forth one of their many hands for a handshake.
Thrux puts a hand out, blood just smeared all over his hand.
Oh, hers is covered in blood too. She shakes it.
Charpay is just kind of like, God damn it, you're the one I wanted to go to your store. Oh my god, hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Me too.
Hello. If you do want Sanctuary, I can offer it to you momentarily, though considering our count, they will be risen once more within the next 30 minutes.
Do you know the time?
They both look up to a clock in the center of town. Aaron is going to send forth a punch of fire that breaks through the fog and reveals a clock that is slowly ticking the last couple of, 40 seconds before 12.
Absolutely. I really need Sanctuary, fast.
And Hyojin just starts rushing towards a very nearby door. And it's covered in locks, and you watch as, with her many arms, she starts dealing with a number of, strange lament configuration type puzzles at the same time, until they click, and these two grand mahogany doors throw open, and she gestures inside. In. Now.
And we'll go in, right away.
Yeah, and Thrux starts treading, he's not rushing too fast, but just, looks backwards at the people following and goes, "Wish me luck in 40 seconds here that I don't become an idiot." Again.
Good luck.
Understandable. Hyojin will follow you in. Aaron will as well. And, Owen, you rush into the room, and, right as you're trying to find a good spot in a corner or something, just... But before that, I'll give the rest of you a quick description of the room. You're in a strange blacksmithy with walls made of drawers. There's a lot of drapery, candles, and roses upon the floor. There's incense burning and swords hung upon the wall. And there's just a ton of stands covered in blades. There's saw blades, crosscuts, axes, great swords, all carved in intricate detailing. Noticeably, many of the blade holders have been looted. The blades clutched in the hands of a number of civilians currently being sanctuaried within this place. They're scattered across the room, circling a large pit of opalescent dust within the middle of it. That opalescent dust is stained in red. As she closes up the complex locking mechanism behind you, there's this tense, frozen quality to the air as people just, like, look in this state of confusion as, yeah, there's a number of figures. Some of them not really known to you all. There is a half moose man with, like, massive horns, and he is quivering in the corner, sobbing, shifting very quickly. Actually, he's half seal. I was wrong. Kind of like a selkie, quivering in the corner, bearing, like, teeth and such, and rapidly shifting between both of his forms. Harrison is here, in the corner, miserable
Another
mess,
guy.
and he is quietly sipping a heart-shaped bottle in the corner. Puppy. Sorry, my mom came in to show me a puppy. Oh yeah! The puppy. Then there is Robbie Gloom from Horizon Walker's Hollow, who Own and Thrux would be acquainted with as one of the persons who found Calypso on their quest. They're a halfling. There is this, like, hag-like woman with a wrap over her eyes and such, and she's in the corner, seemingly unfazed by the situation. There is Churro, one of the kids from the Misty Bird, the only one there who is skittish, horrified, sobbing, covering his mouth to keep quiet, and shaking like a little rabbit. Next, there's Laviana Dupree, who is like this dark-skinned human woman, a hobgoblin. Sorry, I actually don't have her description up in my head. She's covered in these many tattoos. The tattoos move and pulse as almost if there is, like, a ghost trying to break out of her. And finally, there is a Triton, who is covered in this, like, heavy, chunky armor, and they look focused and stern and are heavy to work on an anvil at the moment, tapping away at some armor pieces. Those are the people in the room. That is the current lay of the lands. I'll let you guys settle in before we do Own's Vision and round some stuff off for the session.
I mean, Charpay's probably gonna go for Harrison immediately, just like, oh, hey, you alright?
Oh, hi, darling. I haven't seen you lot in a while. Oh, so much has been happening. There's been a number of wonderful contestants popping by. It's strange, though. Every time I approach them, they all just break out into sobbing and tears.
Thrux walks up to Harrison, backhand slaps.
What?
I don't know
That's
what you
not
did to me, but fuck you.
What?
I like you, though. You're fucking great. Thrux walks away.
Hello? Charpay pats him on the shoulder. I like you too.
He starts crying.
What the fuck?
For the record, Thrux has a lot of resentment for the Midnight Circus right now because,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the way, Thrux, your roles are con and intelligence.
We're gonna do. Damn it. Oh god. Can I have a moment to think about this?
Yes,
Can we
you
run
may.
through the vision while I think about this?
We can run through the vision while I think about this. All right, are we ready for the vision?
Yep, I am.
Excellent. All right, let me just quickly do that. Own, the world enters a flaming inferno for just a moment as once again, after what seems like longer than it's actually been, you return to the realm of visions once again. The air is brisk as the scene breaks out before you. It's winter air, not of a tropical climate such as Yashandale. It has a proper bite to it. It's the fierce chill of Eros, something you know well. A number of rickety houses sit pleasantly calm in a village. It's midday, a weekend. The kids would be at school, but it's been deemed a snow day, partially for the weather and partially for the parents returning to Wolvenshire to see their loved ones recently freed from the clutches of one's apocalypse. At the end of the village is a house. It's relatively large, with branching rooms and colorful windows, and a mural painted on its left side, one cracked just slightly by the lack of secure varnish mixed with the harsh winter air. It depicts 3 little birds sitting on a tree branch. Outside the home is a small swing, and clothes have been hung out to dry. they're frozen over. It's winter. And just outside the house at the moment, you can kind of see that despite the, everything, the yield of clothes doesn't match up with the size of the house. By the looks of things, there's room in this home for 3, but only enough clothes to suit 1 person. And you're more of a spectral watcher within this scene. You're not physically there. And up from your side walks an owl-like Aarakocra, bundled heavily for the cold, with spectacles placed over their beak. They're holding a small wicker picnic basket in one hand and a number of flowers in the others, which are all roses. The basket smells of fresh baked casserole, as well as some bread and candles. They knock on the door twice, and it isn't long before the door opens, and Grey-Old White sticks his head out. He's wearing a stained apron, covered in paints, not the colors he used to be covered in. There's a lack of those reds and oranges and warm yellows. The tones instead are stone blues, dusk greens, and mist teals. There's bags under his eyes. He seems to have aged years in just months. The rest of his clothes are comfortable. There's a small stench coming from him. Nothing you'd outwardly wish to point out. It's just the smell of someone who has not been taking care of themselves. It's that vinegary smell of stress sweat. Hey, Gary. Quite the harsh day out. That it is. Feels like just yesterday it was sun, and now there's mountains of snow out there. God. Weather's wild. Changes every year. The two of them share a quick laugh before the owl, Gary, his face darkens into one of sympathy. Oh, well, I just wanted to stop by to give you these. It's a fresh-baked casserole. Cindy made it, and I got some bread from Jim's. Oh, thank you. Sorry, what's the occasion? Just snow days? And Gary pauses. His eyes widens as he hands off the basket and roses, just very quietly, and gives a look of disbelief for a moment. Grail just... He turns the flower around in his talons, examining their dark, rich, and black hue. Black roses are symbols of mourning, and a pause fills the winter air as wind howls outside. Suddenly the sound of kids playing in the snow grows deafening. Gary steps back, opening his beak suddenly. All that can escape is... You didn't... hear? Another pause. Greyald steps back. His beak changes between expressions of fear, concern, disbelief, even a smile. It's forced. He's waiting for the punchline. It wouldn't be good. God, it wouldn't be the worst joke to pull on a grieving man, but it would be something. And he waits, and there's no punchline. Gary steps inside. He gently grabs the basket back from Greyald's hands. He closes the door behind him. As if a single noise would spell disaster, he does it very, very slowly. He places the basket gently upon the kitchen table and gently plucks the black rose from Greyald's hands. His eyes are wide. He hasn't moved. Gray, I'm so sorry. No. The news, it came from Wolvenshire. I thought you knew. No. No, oh my god. Oh, fuck, no. No, Gary. Gary, please. Fuck. Gary reaches a hand out slowly and starts to set it on his shoulder. Greyald flinches and a shiver runs down his body. It starts to convulse in hiccuping tears as he struggles to inhale straight, just that... I'm so sorry, Greyald. I thought you heard the news. It's gonna be okay. Gonna be okay. Let's just sit down and you'll be okay. It'll be alright. It's alright. No. No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not! And, Owen, I want you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. What number? This is a nat 1. How many have I gotten this session? I am legitimate. Okay. So nat
Did you
1.
say, holy shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm having a day, apparently.
Having an off day. Allow me to get all my... Let me just online dice roller this.
Boy, this is gonna suck, isn't it?
Bro, just has a heart attack.
Okay. You are going to take 42 points of psychic damage.
God
Cool,
damn.
that's bad. But I am still up. But that's bad.
As the scream reverberates, echoing. A bright glow pulses throughout the room, shooting like needle spikes. They fly past Gary's head, but even still, Gary is pushed back, thrown violently against the back of the kitchen. Head just fucking slams against the side of the wall, and he starts to slide down. He falls slack down the counter, leans forward, and hits his head straight on the front of the kitchen's island, and blood pools from both the front and back of his head. The casserole dish shatters nearby, as do the windows, as the scream continues to reverberate. The sounds of children's screams are now audible, and 10 loud, squishy pops echo from outside. Owen, as you're staggered back, you see behind a shattered window as a headless bird falls from its tree. A trail of pink mist follows behind it. Out in the snow, a number of horses and cattle fall to the ground one by one, their heads gone. The snow is more pink than red out there. And Greyld is staring wide-eyed, tears flooding his face. He's completely unaware of what just happened. His eyes are laser-focused outside, staring blankly at the stone statue in the middle of the city, one recently erected in the form of M, late wife. He watches as it cracks down the middle and crumples to the ground. He's not dead. Not dead. I won't let him. I won't let him be dead. He's not. Fuck. And he collapses to the ground and just slams a fist on it. As the scene shifts. Alright. Next. The red eclipse. The air is heavy like blood. It's hot, despite the winter scene outside. You're in a bathroom, a rickety cabin's interior. In the corner of a room, there's a circular bathtub with a wooden lid thrown to the side. The best way to describe the room is that it seems akin to the bathroom depicted in My Neighbor Totoro, if you know exactly what I'm talking about there. It's a rounded tub made of wood built into the floor. And there's a sign hanging over the window, carved in wood. A quaint little, kind of chintzy little thing that just says the Shinone family with a bunch of hearts and swirling, like, leaves and the like. And the room is empty, save for a boy inside of it. This teenage half-orc with a good amount of muscle for, like, a teenage volleyball player who skips practice every 2 weeks. That kind of muscle. He has a slightly grayed olive, like literally olive skin tone with a curly scruff of a mullet and an honestly embarrassing mustache. It seems like the type of mustache that he's trying to grow back after a recent shave, and it's in the awkward phase between being a shadow and being defined. It's frayed scruff. His tusks are growing in, but they're short, and he's wearing a blue and olive brown tartan shirt and a pair of saggy corduroy overalls with brown farmer's glove and a pair of rounded spectacles that he has thrown off to the side of the tub. He's breathing heavily, arms braced against the side of the tub. There's tears in his eyes, and sweat so heavy you'd assume that there truly was a filled bath that he was in. And it's not long before this boy convulses. And you see, as the wall opposite of him contorts, spirals inwards, pulsing like a breathing creature. He lets out a shriek, just His hands reach up and grab at his scraggly curls. And then he convulses again, pulling some hair out in the process. The wall spins, it crunches. The entire building lets out a horrible hiss of straining planks and beams. Things shift, dishes clatter, a door opens downstairs. Adam! Adam, I'm coming! Just hang on! He convulses again. Dad! Adam! And he lurches forward again, hard. His head slams heavy against the side of the wooden tub. Splinters forming as he draws it back with stringy beads of blood trailing back with him. His eyes are closed now, shut hard, as even the tub itself he's in warps to a spiral around him. And the wall opens. Like a door, this hole in the wall, it expands. And it's like light is swallowed in it. It's literally pitch darkness. And a hand emerges. Adam, his name is, screams as he opens his eyes. The sounds of footsteps rapidly coming up the stairs continues, but by now the calls for Adam are ravenously consumed by the scene. His pitch black, inky, void-like arm emerges from the hole. It's thin, with some nails long, some broken, some down to the cuticles. And it grabs onto the side of the warped wall for leverage and slowly begins to gain color to a frigid, frosty blue. The wall warps again, and a head and torso soon emerged, followed by another arm. A figure, impossibly skinny, with black hair peppered in like this white color. It has these rapidly emerging winter white streaks that rest as long as Rapunzel's locks. It's so long, in fact, that it's braided around the body as clothes. It's like a strange tangled dress. And through peaks of hair, there are these shriveled blind eyes. Their arms are bulging, with another set on the lower body helping to prop up their form, and a large muscular appendage that comes out from their mid-back and attaches with a thick black claw to the wall, where the entire body is lifted up. Please don't hurt me. Are you made of metal? Oh. No, I'm a person, please, I didn't mean to, I don't know what's happening, I'm cursed, please don't hurt me. Freed me. Adam, I can't get in! Just open the door for me, I'll help, what's going on? Just don't hurt me. Adam just curls into himself, hands over his head as the creature, making shrieking crow-like noises, leans forward and rests her hand upon the ground where a trail of flowers sprout up, lilac purple. They trail across the ground, and Adam flinches but lowers his guard as a small butterfly lands on his arm. What's going on? You're not the monster. He looks up at you and raises a thin finger to your spectral form, Own. I see you. I am free. I am coming to find you. You can't trap me anymore. And her shaking clawed hand begins to tremble further, as does the room. Adam curls in on himself, tears running heavy down his face, and he lets out a whimper of someone who feels that they've stared their own fate in the eye and saw the worst. But she aims over him. Hey, roll me another con save, my friend.
Alright, that's gonna be 18.
18, that succeeds. You wake up from your vision. And you guys all watch as suddenly Own's static form is flung across the room, dents into the wall, and this loud ruptures out. Own, you only take 2 bludgeoning damage, but it's still a massive hole due to just everything happening.
All right. I would also. So right out the gate, you guys can see that Own looks way more because of the psychic damage, mentally worn down than they were even beforehand.
All the civilians in the room just freak out. Harrison just goes ah! What?
Own is going to say, I'm very afraid of something I just saw.
Are you good? What was that?
Yeah, Thrux just looks over at Owen. Dude, what? By the way, you can see like him being much more meek. Like his skin tone is now like tighter to his bones.
Oh no. All right. So that's negative con, I'm guessing, plus int.
Yep.
Okay.
Bro.
Smart Thrugs. Let's go.
Big brain, tiny body.
Oh, it's just gonna say, all right. First things out of the gate, I saw how Grail learned.
Oh.
Someone told him he let out a terrible cry that hurt me in my spectral form, and killed the cry killed a lot of creatures around him, and crumbled the statue in the middle of whatever town he lived in. I don't know. I don't think O knows what town.
You don't even know what M is, but you just know that there was like woman bird.
Yep. Yeah. So just crumbled the statue in the middle of the town that he was in.
The one of M?
I don't know who that is.
His wife. With his mom.
Yeah, then that was probably also a bird. Then yeah, I think yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's very not good.
Thrux just goes, nope.
He said that he won't let Wilfred be dead, and well, Owen kind of looks around. Looks like he's certainly trying.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the other vision was to the house with, and I was in a room. I think it was a bathroom with, and there was some kid named Adam in the bathtub, and the walls came to life or something, and a creature came through. A woman. I don't recognize them, but they certainly know me. They could see me through my spectral form, and they tried to grab me. They said they're gonna come get me. I don't know what this means, but I really don't like it.
Was that the throwing you across the room?
I mean, probably, 'cause that was the last thing that happened. I did take a lot of damage from the psychic, though, from Grail, so it could have been either, honestly.
Okay. We have a lot of problems, don't we?
Indeed, we do.
Ah.
Thrux just kind of looks down and goes, ah, and this is a lot.
Well, I'm very, very worried about that, but we have things on currently to deal with, and I think that's what we should focus on. But I am gonna be keeping an ever vigilant watch, and boy, I'm not looking forward to midnights right about now.
Okay.
Thrux just goes, are you ever looking forward to midnight?
No, but I'm worried that someone's gonna try and kill me now in my visions.
Oh. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good, would it?
No, it would not.
They knew you said.
Yes, they very much seem to know me. They were looking for someone made of metal. And then they saw me in my spectral form and said that... Well,
To be slightly optimistic, which, probably isn't, maybe you can learn more about yourself in this?
it's just gonna say, I guess that's a positive if I don't die.
Thrux just goes, I'm trying to say something positive. You look worn as hell, my dude. It's just like, seeing how tired he looks. Or looks, sorry.
And very much so, but what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do for now?
Thrux just looks at them, pats them, then
For
goes,
now, what you're going to do is remove yourself from my wall, please.
Oh yes, and Owen will get off the wall.
You push yourself out of the own-shaped dent, and Hyojin is going to speak up. As we said before, there is probably only about 25 minutes before the dead rise again. So, take the time as you will, rest here, and plan for your next course of action. I think that would be the best case of action, but cannot speak. By how things seem, you must be leaving quite soon. Unfortunately, we can't risk the safety of everyone here, and, well... she gestures. Things are looking bad for you all. So...
For sure.
Charpay.
Yeah.
You have been feeling progressively worse throughout your time here.
Alright.
As... Actually, all of you who are currently infected, you guys start to feel these ripping, gnawing pains in your forearms as they are starting to stretch open from pinpricks and emerge into holes, these tiny little holes and such, all over your bodies through some of your plating. Like one of your freckles just like one of the oxidization freckles literally opens up and such to to a worm divot, and things start to slowly. Charpay, since you have been extra infected.
Yeah.
As you're kind of, where are you in the room? What have you been doing as like the illness kind of feeling has been building up?
Still hanging out next to Harrison. So.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Harrison.
Harrison does look over at you at this moment and goes, "My goodness, that's a scandal. There's worms in your arms."
Oh.
And
Good to know.
Charpay, as you do look down, they start to emerge.
Ah. Well, I should probably leave this vicinity if there's gonna be worms literally leaving my body.
Then, from the crack Owen has made in the wall, worms start to flood through.
Oh god.
Pandemonium is breaking out between the civilians. Hyojin and Aaron just look around, and Hyojin just goes, "Exactly what I didn't want to happen."
God damn it!
Alright, get your guard up. Get as much rest as you can, but also, we have some damn fucking worms to fend off. We are going to end this session off here.
Yeah.
Damn ass worms! Who did this? My god.
I did it. I literally
You
did
it. You're covered in worms, though there are wall worms as well.
Yeah.
Just like the wall greens. The wall worms.
So true.
Wow.
Alright. Let's go through some closing remarks. Woohoo! Egg, closing remarks.
So worms. I didn't die.
You didn't.
I got real nervous about that.
You somehow remained uninfected, which is surprising, all things
I
considered.
think I know how. It's because of multiple herbal medicines.
That's also true. You have simultaneously been the most and least infected.
Here's the thing. I've been infected multiple times. However, between the bomb, the medicines, and me getting decent medicine checks, I'm just Thrux. I'm just Lizard.
I'm just Lizard. Classic. All right, Snorp, closing remarks.
Man, honestly, not looking that good for Own going forward. I'm running out of spell slots, and I'm not doing great on health.
Yikes.
Not looking great.
Yikesies. CC, closing remarks.
Grail's curse is about to be real bad, I'd imagine, if he murdered multiple children.
That's true. It is gonna be a fucking disaster.
Good luck.
And Eon.
Does he also get, like, the birds that he killed? Sorry.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Eon, closing remarks.
Sure do hope nobody else gets super infected.
I mean, Ryder is.
That's
Off-screen, Ryder's dead.
L.
No, finally another day
No.
with the same guy.
All right.
The beast.
The Beast. Tune in next week for...
His eyeballs are literally gone.
This is horrible. Why would you say this? Tune in next week.
They're not there.
Some more Cursed Ones. Bye!
Uh,